Welcome to the Friday edition of the Epic Morning Show. As always, on Fridays, we do give you the biggest stories, international stories of the week, and we exclusive special continued coverage of the US and Israel war on Iran. The latest talks for mediate the conflict. President Trump say Iran even talked to him, say they want to make him be the new supreme leader of Iran, but he rejects that Iran them sort of call. And also we look at the deportees from Guinea. Guinea deport, according to government, over 900 Sierra Leoneans them. We look at what did this mean for the paddy business between Salone and Guinea moving forward. This is the Epic Morning Show. We're live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to we around the world on myepiconline.com and the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. And we also do live on the Epic Radio Facebook and YouTube page. Stay with us. So today, not just another day, it's another opportunity for reset, for refocus, and for remind yourself, say, no matter all what happened yesterday, today still holds promise. Now, let me tell you this: you may be still carrying worries, maybe you are still pressured, or you feel very uncertain, but not allow that for blind you towards your strength. You survived every difficult moment up to this point, and women say you already get what it take for face waiting ever they come next. Remember, this was a progress, not they always come in big, loud victories. Sometimes it is very quiet, sometimes it is simply showing up, trying again, refusing, forgive up when it will be easy to just walk away. So, don't they count? No matter how small. This is the Epic Morning Show, students.
Again. So because you get X, we get techno. Respect not again. Chicken don't come, don't take over. We know they eat fall again. Money man, they don't buckle, no care for the poor and again. Yeah, for say all the money where they not the world. Make I know how to saute, I know able for make me own. Yeah, all the money where they not salon. Make you know how to saute, you know able forget you. No. But with the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day, for make we two-tone four. With the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day, with the tower, oh. Them diaspora, with the tower, oh. Them a kid too much, with the tower, oh. Willy, with the tower, oh. Tower, with the tower. Every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day, for make we two-tone food. With the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day,
Girl, I cool thing. Yes, I know say them born me pan po. But that no mean say I for die pan po. We say they lock the money, I want open the door. I want to make me pockets well like that guy in a bow. I'm a legal hustler, just like a karanke.
You don't ready for win big money every single day?
Epic
Because they
Radio.
make them happen with every money pin, and boom, now you that. You don't enter the door. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part of that, if they pick your number, the money that goes straight inside your Orange Money or Afri Money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what do you wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you're not one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number cash out, money the flow. And by Link Limited, this was a purpose to whether under 18 so learn responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Karel, you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area there. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and save for share. Karel Aroti, feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. One cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. So a lot happened this week, but over the weekend, the biggest news was the deportation of Sierra Leoneans them from Guinea, and we go play very soon concerns raised by the Sierra Leoneans themselves, where Guinea be deport. But however, now though, let me just juxtapose and take the government side as to what actually happened on that very day, because according to governments, we all know say government stopped short of calling outright say what actually happened was an actual deportation. Government say Guinea actually returned those Sierra Leoneans back home. But we see the many Sierra Leoneans them way that Guinea actually deport, because it is deportation, raise lots of concerns. There were some who say they are just fishermen, where the Guineans them go and arrest them and repatriate them back home, Kamna Salon. But let's just take this from the people, some people were the part of those who Guinea deports just a few days ago.
My name is Tommy Williams. It's like go for go strike, but one day we don't know what man they do. We don't know what man they do. They just meet no more because we are just single fisherman. We don't depend drug business. One man they just meet no more now. So now they get away. They say they don't want to be under again. So they say for me we left then your country. So now in the deport, they can't deport me. We say they meet we yesterday. So now they go get away. We don't book out nothing. We don't book out it. The information now, you can now even tell. The information now you come even tell. So they clean out. Just see no more now the officer there. We they go block the place. So now they go load by the motor car. They can't get me back.
And the port should say any carry before return. Papa, will not cause no crime. Immediately, the judge go gonna let me say na next night. I able to pass this information here. Locally now, it's not a policeman there. Come broke, old man there. Some of you in the other missing. Get brother and sister, some the all. They will say money the all, value the all sit down left. So they begin so far, no food, no water. So no labor don't go to another barracks, go so far away. A Bolubine from Bolubine to border.
Okay.
Yes. You're a fisherman, you're fishing at work, I do. And they still missing back are busy, the work, and they don't go hold me. I send out for Punam Papasi, I say nothing. So I left all who see I suffer for. Left all see.
Okay, that's gonna be some two Sierra Leoneans then with a part of the over 900 Sierra Leoneans where Guinea deport. What's not the argument of Guinean government? According to them, they say this move now part of efforts for clamp down on alleged illicit activities now certain slum communities them across Guinea. So then say foreign nationals they will include Sierra Leoneans them, people like Ivorians and Malians. They say they involve into drug trafficking, prostitution, and other unlawful practice them. So the government under President Mamadi Doumbouya states for say the action aim for protect public safety and prevent the spread of illicit drugs within the country. So this has been long going. Well, we'll just take what did the government actually say in this latest tit for tat? Waiting at the government in response to the Guineans deporting Sierra Leoneans. According to the press release from the Ministry of Information, and say the government of Sierra Leone has been informed by the Guinean authorities of ongoing operations involving the clearing of informal settlements and the identification and return of undocumented foreign residents. As part of these operations, an exercise was conducted on 23rd of March 2026 in a port area near Conakry, where Sierra Leoneans were among those affected, including individuals without valid documentation. Note that without valid documentation. Sierra Leoneans with valid documentation were released, while those without valid status were scheduled for return to Sierra Leone. This is according to the government of Sierra Leone. It continues that the government of Sierra Leone, through its embassy in Conakry, has engaged the Guinean authorities to ensure the process is handled in an orderly and humane manner with full respect of the rights and dignity of our citizens. It continues, the return process is being jointly managed by officials of both countries at the border. Sierra Leone authorities are receiving, screening, and documenting returnees and facilitating their safe and dignified repatriation to their respective communities. As of the 24th of March 2026, 942 Sierra Leoneans, including adults and children, have been received at the Gambia border with onward agreement in progress. So according to the government press, it continues saying the government will continue to monitor the situation and maintain diplomatic engagement with the government of Guinea to ensure due process and continued protection of Sierra Leonean nationals. So according to government, according to the press release from the Ministry of Information, on the 24th of March, they say 942 Sierra Leoneans were returned. So one thing very clear is that the government stopped short of calling this a deportation, a mass deportation. Remember, this is the second time it don't happen in recent times. Remember the last time we actually happened, maybe Sierra Leoneans, they would then park inside, truck them, and then deport them back home. So the second deportation we don't see actually happen of Sierra Leoneans them. According to government, waiting and say Guinea tell them that these Sierra Leoneans them not get proper documentation. They say they arrest a lot of Sierra Leoneans them, but the one of them get documentation, proper documentation, them actually free them, they return back go Guinea. But those Sierra Leoneans without proper documentation, according to government, Guinea deports them, Guinea return them in government language. Also on the show this morning, President Donald Trump say Iran wants to make it be the new supreme leader. President Trump say he don't reject outrightly, say he don't want to be the new supreme leader, and that according to Iran, the nuclear capabilities, the missile launching capabilities have been totally obliterated. So they look at ongoing talks for end. According to the Foreign Affairs Minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, Tehran not there in any direct negotiation with America for end the current conflict involving the US, Israel, and Iran. We don't get lots of impact on the global economy. This is not the Epic Morning Show. We're going to for a very short break. After that, we're going to introduce we get them inside the program. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Introducing Mawia. Mawia, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Mr. Mara. Good morning to Fambolewe, the Watchfree. It's a pleasure.
Where are we going to start? Let's start with President Trump. He's up again. President Trump say Iran reach out to him, say, given the impact you don't get on the economy as in militarily, say because it don't defeat Iran, he say Iran reach out to him, say they want to make Trump be the new supreme leader. And let's talk about the negotiations. Them, according to Trump, we say they carry on, and according to President Trump, Iran wants to forget a ceasefire so badly, and according to him, Iran, the nuclear capabilities have been totally obliterated. He say America don't destroy most of Iran the naval capabilities in order they don't attack more than 10,000 military outposts them across Iran during the course of this conflict. What do you make of the latest in the Middle East, Mawia?
You know, firstly, with regards President Trump, I think it's becoming a bit embarrassing. Well, I don't say a bit embarrassing. It's becoming a lot embarrassing because then you'll expect, you know, America as supposedly the super world power. You'll expect the president of America for be the greatest, you know, man on the planet, and in what actually is not supposed to be contested. Now, so you always done the be almost, you know, the words of the president of the United States of America is almost always a sacrosanct truth. You know, that's how the media always presents, and that's how we always believe. You understand? But then at this point, actually they become embarrassing because over and over again, the words of President Trump has always been contested and proven to be a lie. You understand? You know, so, you know, this continuous force for, you know, get engagement, you know, I think it's becoming a lot embarrassing for his presidency. Remember, with Trump be actually the one. One of the things that we actually say, we be described for campaign on are the fact that Joe Biden was a very weak person. Instead, the world not afraid of Joe Biden because Joe Biden is not assertive, nor able to make correct negotiations and all of these things. I mean, that's how we describe Joe Biden. And to a larger extent, many people actually believe that. Many people believe that Trump was a very assertive and decisive person, and then when he's at the table, he's feared by many and everything, you know. But now with all of this war where they unfold, I mean, it actually don't look a lot like the opposites. Because then tell me, why should Iran? I think say if for any reason Iran for be happy with getting negotiations with the United States on a normal time, Iran supposed to be happy if the president of.
So you mean say Iran is losing the war?
No, I'm not saying Iran is losing the war. I'm just talking about how Trump in war now don't, I mean, feel like any plating. Because then if Trump they say we are on negotiation, then Iran say no, we're not on negotiation. I see yesterday even Trump says you know the fake media and then this guy for make like say, I mean, you know, they're not into negotiation. Yeah. But then this is Abbas Araghchi actually saying we're not into negotiation. Even the head of you know, the IRGC right now they say they're not into negotiation. So who is President Trump actually communicating with?
Yeah, there people don't say perhaps he's speaking with the Speaker of Parliament of Iran.
No, I know. The Speaker of Parliament of Iran, you know, when he actually not make and clear to whether then they talk to. I think so when they ask him, he just say they talk to senior people, in thinking that them people and they in charge and everything. But the whole world must say other people are not they in charge other than, you know, the current, you know, Islamic regime, and then they in charge, and the spokesperson they always then they out there. Abbas Araghchi is the lead of that. You understand? So if these people now then they command the country, I mean, then they can't deny say no, we're not in negotiation. So I think say it's a lot embarrassing. And like I say again, over and over again, and only people say waiting to they say a lie. You know, for instance, you talk about obliterating Iran's nuclear weapons. You understand? Then do and the other thing. You talk say, oh, they don't get anything. In fact, they say they don't bury them so hard that they no ever able to come up again. We think. Only for like come back inside this world for like can say
They won't forget the nuclear
they
weapon.
won't forget to where they just days ahead for get nuclear weapons. So because you talk, they fluctuate. But another thought, side of it is most people they think say, they use that name for buy time. You understand? Because let we remember, in fact, Abbas Arachi don't they talk around the several times that when they in negotiation, now that's in the America and Israel they launched the attack on them.
Because that's the same case for what happened on the 28th of February, just last month.
Exactly.
They were on negotiations in Oman. President Trump and Israel decided for launch strikes and killed Iran supreme leader, started conflict.
Exactly. So now so the thing on the happen. So what's people they think is and say, Trump they make these statements for let Iran relax small so that then go able for invade, So, but I don't actually feel say Iran is falling for it because at the end of the day, Iran is actually continuously denying say they're not into negotiations.
But Iran go on for talk.
No, I don't think say if there is actually negotiation, except otherwise, but I don't feel say Iran gets any reason for saying no, we are not in a negotiation. Except otherwise, but I don't see any logical conclusion why Iran would want to deny having a negotiation. With the United States, So, I think it's difficult. Just that. President Trump they actually lose, in credibility day by day with this what they go on.
Yeah, we are waiting President Trump in coming out boldly, suggesting very openly for say America suggesting for say America really want a ceasefire deal with Iran. He thinks that this conflict will take a huge toll on the U.S. economy.
Yes, definitely. This I don't feel say this now anything I doubt again because then. Remember in this war, over and over again, America were using, at the starting of this whole thing, they are using their defensive missiles, for able to stop Iranian, drones and everything. And when you check the cost of these, defensive missiles, they were millions of dollars as against cheap Iranian drones. You understand? So it comes to a point where they even run out of the defensive missiles. Now that make even right now we check. Every time we Iran they launch a bomb, there is nothing again like the defensive missiles when they talk about.
Yeah, I watch one military analytics. They say America they produce 80 Tomahawk missiles them every year, and they don't use 5 years worth of Tomahawk missiles. So they say China for example, they watch how America they fight very closely because then they look at saying. Usai America can hit first in the event of any conflict. What if we want for invade Taiwan? How will America respond to us invading Taiwan? So you say one possible benefit from this conflict right now is China observing how America moves militarily.
Yes, so the fact of the matter is this war gets many dimensions. When you look at the current geopolitics, like I say, I think China they benefits a lot. Because then firstly this war and a blueprint for other parts of the world we get issues with their neighbors, you understand? India and Afghanistan, China and Taiwan, you understand? Russia and Ukraine. People we get countries that we get disagreements with their neighbors, we don't say they're able to overpower their neighbors. This not just a blueprint for say we can just grab and go and attack. Because nothing about the United Nations not support this war. In fact, Antonio Guterres they say yesterday and called and said they're not actually be supposed for going to this war. So. If you go actually they blatantly they disregard international law and go into this war, we actually don't show say other people self can do it, and the UN not able to do anything, So I think it's a bad thing, especially on that side of the war, and also China also the benefits with regards the economic cost of this war. Like I say, America now is overstretching itself, overstretching its ministry, its armor than where they don't make for thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. Then just the waste then. I go call it waste because the initial intention of the war would have been for just wipe out the leadership of Iran and get the people and for revolt against their governments and take over this whole thing. It not actually work. it actually don't bring more solidarity to the people of Iran more than how
more solidarity? Is it not because of the IRGC saying anybody who comes out for protest will take you as an enemy, like ally of the enemy?
No, I don't actually think so, because then remember from where this war
because they actually say this. They say anybody come out for protest against the current regime of Iran, we will regard you just as an ally of America and Israel. So if you come out, we'll just kill you.
No, well, it's not just about the one that we know they come out. It's about the one that we actually they come out for support. I mean, remember they even see videos and reports of people that were there at the line for where they on the streets of Iran for protests against America invasion, and they see people in the streets, then they even fire a bomb behind them. People they know they won. I don't ever see that kind of thing there yet where we watch geopolitics and wars across the world. We say when they in the streets for protests, then they bomb on people they know they won. We don't see these things inside Iran. You understand? So for me, I don't necessarily think it's basically about whether they threaten people or they're not threatening people. Of course, then they keep happen 1 or 2 times. You understand? But then me, I believe just like how most of the international media reports, this actually don't bring more solidarity between the people of Iran more than the division who they think about don't bring. You know, remember right now we get more of the cities in the way they voluntarily volunteer for going to the army. I think about
more Iranians.
Yes, more Iranians they go to the army. More youths than they join the Iranian army.
So if you suggest that, you think this latest conflict don't bring about the sort of increase in show of nationalism among Iranians?
Exactly. That is exactly what have happened. You know, remember how Iranian they actually they see this war. Iranian they not just they see this war as a geopolitical issue. Then they see this war as a religious issue also. You understand?
How is it a religious issue?
Well,
between the Islam and the Jews.
Well, say Iran is basically Shia Muslims, and the late Ayatollah was the religious leader, just the religious leader of the Shia Muslims, not just inside Iran, but every Shia community across the world, just like we get the Pope for the Catholic Church. That is how the Ayatollah was, you understand? So, taking out the Ayatollah don't mean you just don't take the head of a country. You don't take the head of a religious group of people. You understand? And because the Shia dominates inside, so they not just see in fact, they see the death of the Ayatollah as a religious death. They call it the martyrdom. You understand? They can say he died for a religious cause, for bringing the people in together. So that is how most Syrians they see this thing. So
you think that's the case? He died because of religious cause?
Well, I don't think it actually matter how Messiah. It's about wasting actually the people believe. Me they see this thing from a geopolitical lens, but then you cannot also ignore the religious lens of it, the theological lens of it, because I just think this war too crazy. It just gets many factions, and you cannot take out the theological, perspective of it, because even Israel, most of the fights when they go into is because of a prophecy where they believe, the Bible promise Israel in borders from the Nile to the Euphrates.
Yeah,
you understand the greater Israel project.
Exactly. So that we don't get from the Israeli defense minister Israel Katz since the start of the war, and other people in the war cabinet say this is part of the greater Israel project that's taking Israel and borders deep inside Lebanese territory, across Jordan, Palestine, we include Gaza and the West Bank. All of these, they're part of the greater Israel project.
Yes, so now that makes us say this war is actually crazy.
But is that possible in the long run?
Well, for me, to be very honest, you understand. To be very honest, me actually don't they seem for the belief because of how things and they happen. You understand? Because on a normal day, you will not believe these things. Say these are things the way they happen. But now you see the unbelievable actually they happen before your own eyes. You understand? So for me, now that make I feel like to some extent nothing will actually they happen, because look what thing they do now to Lebanon, southern Lebanon. Then they attack. Then say na Hezbollah, then they attack, but then first attack now on bridges and major infrastructures.
We will prevent citizens then from return back to their homes.
Exactly. So how do you want to explain some of those things? And in fact, some Israeli settler group them, they even begin advertise property they're within a southern Lebanon for sale.
We not so then get some.
Not so then get some. So how do you explain some of these things? You know, it go only make sense if you agree to the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You
So
understand? David Ben Gurion, when the first Israeli prime minister inside 1918, in letter in so can clearly say Israel the actual border now from the Nile to the Euphrates, and this trajectory we don't see over and over again where the Israeli then they echo. Even one of the Israeli rabbi them, they make one parade for the IDF before then they even enter inside Gaza, before then they do Gaza. So they make one parade where they say then they get for take Gaza, then get for take Iraq, then get for take the Lebanon. You understand? So then they talk this thing over and over again. So for me, I don't think say this is more or less just about theology, not for just consider this again as conspiracy theory, because now they are actually working towards getting that. So now that make if somebody can begin say, oh, this warrior so not just about terrorism, you go say, no, I don't think say this is just about terrorism. Or this warrior not just about they hate Israel. No, it's not just because they hate Israel, because over and over again we don't see several other things that really show we say the Israelis, they actually planned this thing from long ago for make sure say Denka was there so happen. Let them not get any stability in the Middle East.
So you mean Israel they always want a war with Hezbollah for claim land in Lebanon?
In fact, Israel not even get war with Hezbollah. When you check even the Epstein files, then talk about how the Hezbollah and all of these terrorist groups, they are assets to Israel. And even Israel and the ally, they don't require for terrorism. Now the Mossad, now then create these terrorist groups.
Israel spy agency.
Yes, Israel and spy agency. Now then create these terrorist groups, the Hezbollah now, the ISIS now, the Hamas now. Now then create this one. And
just for being about future conflicts.
Exactly. I be follow this. There is this Chinese professor Jiang or something, where we talk about the irony of all of this terrorist group. Now the fact say, then they attack every other country except Israel. They don't ever make any major attack or claim lives of people and citizens of Israel inside Israel. For all the years, never for once. The only way they don't record that in the one way Hamas do. You understand? So
you think that Israel allow Hamas for kill people in the thousand for bringing about this large scale offensive against Palestinians in Gaza?
There is no very clear evidence for that. However, there are speculations for that. There are huge speculations say at the night of the attack, the night before the attack, then give very clear stand down order for make sure say the IDF they know because the IDF since they take over Gaza now then the surveillance Gaza there are always soldiers always for surveil, but the night before the attack then tell them say let them not surveil, then pull all the soldier man in there so that when Hamas whether not then tell them for attack but some way somehow they must get intelligence say this thing they happen and they say no go, so that the attack will happen and the user Charlie Kirk before they die. That was the main question we was asking. He said in Gona Israel 45 minutes for come from Tel Aviv for Gona the border. You understand? And in consider say the whole of Israel almost not the IDF, the whole of Israel. So how come Hamas was able to do that attack and they're able for claim short life what they say they claim where they not get any retaliation or they not get any interjection from the IDF? How is it? It was not a possibility before in that. So these are the questions. Even some people believe in that the reason that they will make them kill her, and most people believe in that Israel
the Prime Minister very quickly say also me kill Charlie Kako, and Charlie Kako also be very vocal. He say you're not going for see America going into any future conflict with Iran. Something will be there against very strongly.
Exactly, and we've also say Charlie Kirk have been one of the most influential youth voices in South America. And before that time, he actually was a pro-Israel person. Well, make us say pro-America because he believes pro-America is being pro-Israel. You understand? But then when you find out, say, the moments where voice begin change and begin ask questions about Israel, about what's in the happen, that is when he was taken out. So that is why you cannot just throw away the people away. They say Israel gets armed. Just like I say, how somebody go die, the Prime Minister of Israel, yanda, somebody die in America, Prime Minister of Israel, and I just come. Me not to me kill will not get answered by this.
President Trump also stopped investigation as to waiting kill Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
They don't stop the investigation. But Mawia, let's just talk about the toll where this don't get on the global economy. How hardest hits has the world economy been due to this conflict in Iran?
It is very, very dire. You know, I think very clear now to even the ordinary citizens. People not even they follow the war. They must don't hear about the war one way or the other, because then when this fear go up, they don't explain to we Boku say, hey, now because of the war in Iran. So I think it's a very, very it don't take a huge toll on countries. Yesterday or before yesterday, inside Philippines, they don't mark several days the way people them for waka for work, just so they were able for pack card and for make, you know, they're not born better fuel. Several other countries they now can take measures in place for make sure say they're able to manage the little fuel we then get, you know, either declaring sit at home, you know, work from home days, or declaring certain days and for say then days there, so they know they use anything where they use engine then just for work go now they work and do everything, you know. So they see the ripple effect with this they get. Remember the Strait of Hormuz, where you know, Iran actually closed in retaliation to this war. You know, the impacts we get to the global economy.
We need to also understand for say it is not actually like really closed, because Iranian ships where they carry oil, they still pass and supply to China. To China.
Well, you're correct, because now so Abbas Arachi say the strait not closed.
Only close to the enemy.
Yeah, although to the rest of the world, the straits actually closed. But
are we Iran's enemy?
No, well, we are not Iran's enemy, but then you have to understand, say the oil where they reach, where they come from, people where Iran don't consider saying are the enemy, because then the GCC, most of them they fight against Iran. So, and most of
wait, excuse me. So Iran see countries like Qatar, like Saudi Arabia as an enemy?
Yes, because they don't position themselves for be enemies to Iran. And why that? Because these countries get United States military bases. And remember, the first attacks on Iran, they're not coming from American soil. The bomb the way first enter inside Iran, we go do up Iran, we always kill them over 180 school picking at the border. Not so inside America then come on. Now from the GCC then come on, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and they then bomb then they come on. So
how factual is that? Because there was the American the American warship just outside Iranian waters. Perhaps that was being used in that first strikes we kill the Iran supreme leader and the over 180 school picking them.
No, Iran intelligence actually side them bomb them from Qatar, from I think it's UAE. You understand?
But why would we not see the Iranians them using that as a justification for attack this GCC country?
No, they are using it as justification. In fact, now that make every day then they repeat say they are not attacking. They know they attack Saudi Arabia. They know they attack their neighbors. Waiting in the attack now American infrastructure in those countries, whether it's military bases, whether it's embassies, for instance. Any infrastructure America use from those bases or from those countries for attack them, now in then they attack back. So now they make, even when people and they accuse them and say they are fighting their neighbors, they always only say we are not fighting our neighbors, we are only fighting American infrastructure in those neighboring countries. You understand? So that has always been their defense.
Women say they don't see the neighbor them as enemies.
Yeah, actually, in real sense, but then their neighbors then see them as enemies. You understand? And to some extent, they see them as enemies because they neighbor them don't allow their own enemies will fight them, forget a basis and get a stronghold inside their own territory. Where, in fact, where Abbas Arachi, where Trump they say, okay, we they get negotiation with Iran. Abbas actually talk say we not get negotiation, and if negotiation for happen, get for happen on we own terms, and one of these terms now for make sure say America pull their infrastructure any side around there from that GCC.
How likely is that?
It's really not very likely, at least not to the foreseeable future. Maybe because now the ground invasion almost the seem very, very imminent now, you know.
Very imminent as President Trump say one forget a ceasefire?
Yes, it's very, very imminent because I think up to yesterday, then we don't prepare about 40,000 troops for CAM. I think they even don't add other 4,000 to the troops for do the invasion. I believe say even people they say at least today, this Friday, then they say the ground invasion for actually happen. That's how some of the analysts they say. Now that make them say the ceasefire talk with Trump they talk, now just a cover up for let Iran relax so that they will for do the invasion. The ground invasion looks very, very imminent. Now that make even the Iranian themselves now they do their own deployments according to the understanding is about 100 and over 1 million or something. 1 million something for forces where they deploy now, you know, and then different side there, you know. So it is very, very imminent now. See the ground invasion get for happen. So maybe after this ground invasion, and we don't see would I win the war or not. They will be able to determine whether would I go agree to would I not go agree to would I.
All right. So let's go now for a very short break. You still there with the Epic Morning Show, the live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com and the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. And we also do live in the eastern parts of Freetown via Choice FM. And we also do live on Facebook and YouTube. Stay with me.
You need product is about you. We are here to lend a hand, and we'll be so above you. More than I can make easy. Whatever your dreams may be, Bloomberg will get you there. Blooming together, we'll walk with you every step of the way, backing with excellence. At the tip of your fingers, there's only one man. Bank Africa, we make it happen. Bank Africa, we make it happen. Bank Africa, we make it happen. Bank Africa, we make it happen.
Sometimes then day when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you Blowing the Whistle. Blowing the Whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now then community them. Whether from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk about time. This now you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice. And follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just talk and forget, we follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
The Epic Morning Show. As a parent, what do you give picking for healthy growth? Benimix na the answer. Made from local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins for the brain and body. No cooking, no stress, enjoy maternity time. Just make sure see BFC
Epic
is on the
Radio.
pack. Benimix, grow strong, grow smart. You want a natural tea with a refresh your body. You look for something healthy and gentle on digestion. You want a tea where they keep you feeling refreshed all day. Aroti na answer got you covered. Made from naturally grown tea leaves. It is healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bags in every pack, there's always more to enjoy and share. Aro tea, natural freshness in every sip, brought to you by Karel. To your last story during the Epic Morning Show today, the deportees them we Sierra Leone receive on the 24th of March. We'll just go through the government press release just once more. And according to government, on the 24th of March, they say them receive 942 Sierra Leoneans them returned, according to government again, returned from Guinea. And these Sierra Leoneans them, according to waiting the government and press release, say they say on the 23rd of March, the Guinean authorities them be they carry out operations. They say an exercise was conducted near an area near Conakry. Inside, Salone people and be there among those affected, including individuals them without valid documentation. And say Sierra Leoneans who get valid documentation were released by Guinean authorities, while those without valid status were scheduled for return. So once more, they say 942 Sierra Leoneans were returned from Guinea. Let's just take this from some Sierra Leoneans once more. We will talk after this deportation.
My name is Tommy Williams. It's like Conakry go for strike, but one day we don't know what man they do. We don't know what man they do. They just meet no more because we are just single fisherman. We don't even drug business. One man they just meet no more now. So now they don't get that. They say they don't want to be under again. So they say for me we left their young country. So now in the deport, they can't deport me. We say they meet we yesterday. So now they go get that we. We don't book out nothing. Nothing. We don't book out it. The information now, you can now even tell. The information now you come even tell. So the clean out. We just see no more now. The officer there. We go block the place. So that now they go load we for the motor car. They can't get we back.
And the port should say any carry before return. Papa, we not cause no crime. Immediately, the judge go gonna let me say na next land. I able to pass this information here. Locally now, it's not a policeman there. Come broke, old man there. Some of you in the other missing. Your brother and sister, some the all. You know, we say money the all, value the all sit down left. So they begin so far, we no food, no water. So no labor don't go to another barracks, go so far away. A Bolubine from
Maura, this is not the second term. We'd actually talk about deportation from Guinea. And they happen like say 5 Sierra Leoneans were deported or 2 Sierra Leoneans were deported. When we hear about deportation from Guinea, it's in the hundreds. Just over a year ago, Guinea also carried out very mass deportation. We had them load Sierra Leoneans them in truck. And this time around is 942 Sierra Leoneans deported from Guinea, even as the government said they are returned. But it's very clear that this is not deportation. What do you make of Guinea deporting these people?
I think it's sad. But firstly, let me leave the emotion aside. Guinea gets rights for deport people. The fact is, yes, they have the rights too. If they think, that's what's good for their country and they decide for reorganizing country, even Sierra Leone, so we lost them on people immigrants or foreigners, how them for live now, so they are supposed to go by that.
Yeah, but Guinea nothing say they get many Guineans within a salon no get proper documentation, likely.
No, so let's talk about this thing first in a very formal way. Guinea have people here, but that not so for Guinea, that enough for we, because the people inside Sierra Leone and if Sierra Leone government thinks they are, they're not there so legally and everything. And remember, it's in the press release, say it's an undocumented people within Guinea, you understand? But then, so that is for the Guinean side. One problem with these deportations, now the fact say, Sierra Leone and Guinea, enough about Morocco and Sierra Leone, where you have to cross over 7, 8, 9, 10 countries before you reach the order. Not so like Europe and Africa, you understand? So Sierra Leone and Guinea, we share borders, immediate borders, you understand? So for me, my problem with relationship with Guinea, now why the diplomacy not seem for the work, you understand? Because then there is a Sierra Leonean embassy in Guinea, and also just that there is a Sierra Leonean embassy in Guinea. Sierra Leone and Guinea share borders. We are too close for the Guineans not able to give heads up, say they own citizens there, so they're not they live so correctly, you understand? Other than for put we in the embarrassing situations, for just bundle and say go left them na them border. I think say for me now the embarrassment and in every of the things that will happen, Guinea just don't they ignore the diplomacy part of everything. And for me, I don't think, especially the fact say we share borders with you, we share organizations with you. For God's sake, within the importance of the MRU, within the importance of these engagements we didn't get. I mean, a few weeks ago, where President Ouattara all they didn't say, they didn't talk about this whole thing and these border issues for strengthening. Within the importance of all of these things, if not so for show respect to your neighbor, you understand? Because for just go back people. Disrespect? For me, I see and say not disrespect because respect the inside diplomacy. For me, not that say.
But if Guinea the government now they sort of not they go through diplomatic channels, even as the authorities then claims in a diplomatic governments actually get.
Government just get for say so, and we get for understand also from the government inside, because I mean at best we governments always they try for be very, very diplomatic and not try for escalate situations, and that is quite understandable. And for me, I believe saying the right thing with the government they do.
What I'm actually saying, even as Guinea they ignore for go through the diplomatic channels, but then claims it and gets a democratic government in power.
No, well. We get for be very honest. I don't feel say then things that are so only don't they happen under Mamadi Doumbouya. I mean, a few of these skirmishes also be done they happen under the other, democratic elected leaders, and Mamadi Doumbouya on paper is democratic elected now. You understand? But then there is still
on practice.
There is still a lot of skepticism around whether he's ruling democratically or not, because then some of the tenets of democracy, we know say democracy is not perfect in the sub-regions, but then there are some of the basic tenets where democracy, gets where I feel like say he actually not the uphold. As it stands now, it seems like there is no opposition in Guinea, for instance. You understand? So you can question his democracy or not, but my own problem is whether it is democratic, whether he is democratically elected, whether not democratically elected leader in Guinea, whether it is not. I don't feel say that they for break the diplomacy with between we and them, because Sierra Leone, I don't feel say Sierra Leone don't ever publicly oppose or try for interfere or intervene into Guinea them political system, even when these schools are all happening. I mean, Sierra Leone only give voice as ECOWAS, you understand? But Sierra Leone come out, explicitly for say, oh, we condemn Guinea on this or no. We didn't. We have always tried our best to play diplomatic. And I think the only correct thing for let Guinea reciprocate than but it has not been happening. You understand? And for me, after this last meeting where, the three presidents then plus Ouattara gets, maybe actually
I think the foreign minister attend instead of Ouattara.
Exactly. So maybe actually gets more hopes now. Say there will be an increase in diplomacy. So some of these little things now the diplomacy for actually show. We get this one as citizens there, so we sometimes I can even call the foreign minister say when I can't say when citizens there this one and they not get. You understand? So but for just pack them, you just go take them so and can't say Leona left them a border and all of them thing. And for me, I think it's very wrong.
Yeah,
and
but Maria, within this tell you about the maturity of the Guinean president himself. Is this how you rule a country? Is this how you you build friendship with a neighboring country. We don't get you back for many decades. Is this how you coexist with your neighboring countries? Within this latest action, I don't know I'm too now. What is this latest action by Mamadi Doumbouya tell you about the maturity of in government?
Well, I don't know if I for blame her on whether he's mature, on in governance issues or not. I don't know whether for label or whether he's mature in diplomacy or not.
This not matured way for act?
No, I don't would say whether I'm mature or immature. I would just say it's not a diplomatic way for act. It's not diplomatic. I will not want to put it on maturity or not, but I would just say it is not a diplomatic way for act, because the diplomatic way would have been to actually pass through the correct channels from the Sierra Leonean authority. Like I say again, this not so one council with the fire and say now the citizen. It's not a country with just the by the side. But then there are many things we surround Mamadi Doumbouya and in governance where many people again they say that in the permeate some of these things that are really happen. Most people believe say Mamadi Doumbouya is a lot scared because of how he take power in the current situations. It is a lot scared about whether in oppositions then go form alliance. For me, also, let's say for instance, if people in today want for form alliance against this government, they likely not go do it within us. So they go to the neighboring countries, gather themselves together and now enter. You understand? If in the war it started. It came in the war, come inside Sierra Leone. No, not necessarily start inside Sierra Leone. You understand? So that is the thing. So many people believe, say, Mamadi Doumbouya still they feel insecure, even though he is now a democratic elected president. That is why even if you go Guinea, people already visit Guinea. They talk and say there is almost military presence almost everywhere in Guinea. You understand? So some of these things you may want to attribute them to how in the behave right now, because he's not just doing it to in neighbors, he also they do it within in country, so maybe all of these things they're part of it. But for me, whether these things are present or not, it doesn't matter within they go on in your country. You must respect your neighbors, because your neighbors are your neighbors. They don't get anything for do within your country.
Yeah, Mario, I think that this moves them we don't see since a kind of power, since the military coup in 2021, the increased military presence along the Saloon-Guinea border. Although we say that they revert back to the original position, and these sort of deportations, you think say this form now just a message that for send to Saloon say we not go there like how we day Tkadi any longer.
Well, I know actually look at them from that lens there, but then I just like I say believe say, the man is a lot scared, and maybe after 2, 3, 4, 5 years into this rule, maybe it will be a lot understanding of within the realities of governance, of diplomacy. And maybe you will feel a lot secured. But then again, I will want to say he has not really been diplomatic. Whatever the reason is, for me, I don't think say that in your reason they're supposed to affect me. He should be able to respect all of us as neighbors and for able to coexist no matter within at the politics we then go on inside the country. That's how it should be. So for me, I don't support in actions. I don't think say they do correct. However, I think the other thing we important for we discussing this also is the government of Sierra Leone's response to some of these things, because I can see most of the times we as citizens and can always say the government not they do enough. Most of the times we as citizens and can always want for the government to respond like how we they respond to these things, because 90% of the time we are citizens and almost they say but government and not see us, Yes, I think it was yesterday where they come, they take transport, they come Waterloo, they come. Like the soldier man, them must be the pass. So like now the ambulance, then they pass them, then they blow on for let people and get their road. You know, the feedback where they from from the people within the Mutska and outside. Now so
the pull strength power.
now power the pull strength. Now so they go bobo and at the border and all of these things. So the final say we as citizens actually attach emotions to this thing a lot, you know. But then for me, I agree. I actually agree with every diplomacy where the government don't take so far. You know, because somebody the craze around, you know, means you back for just craze like that. Otherwise, we go just destroy things and destroy the normalcy we'll get. And I think the least way to want for say right now this country na instability and war. You know, so we for try we best for stay as diplomatic, and for me so far within the government don't they do for me it's in place, just that they need for continue for intensify the diplomacy and get action points to this diplomacy, because for me probably some of these discussions not actually get action points. Now that they make every time we see like the thing they happen with government, almost always they try for fan excuses for the Guinean government on why they do this. Remember the foreign minister, the last time was almost holding briefs. You know, even if the briefs were correct, even waiting say were correct, but it was almost holding briefs for the Guinean government. He say according to the data we in see, the land actually belongs to Guinea. You understand some of these things, you know. So almost always we government is trying for talk for defend the Guinean government. So but for me, instead of always trying for come for defend the Guinean government, for me I think now for continue for increase the engagements, maybe increase the engagements and see how they get done with this diplomacy.
All right, so let's go now for a very short break, and after that we're going to introduce calls inside the show. You did with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with me.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This time you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear you voice, and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
Hello, good morning. All right, apologies. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, please call back. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Usmani Ibrahim Mara.
Yes, Commander Jibo. Pro-Trump
supporter. Thank you very much. Let me give this salam as a Muslim. We have so many religions because this one of religion we accepted to the God Almighty Allah. Usman Mara, listening audio of this from Commander Jibo. What the Pampadi in other way me? Usman Mara would be that play this. He not say where he take me. He able to take me na ground. He go pin me Usawans. This kind of play that in mind. So what did happen to the Republic of Sierra Leone and Republic of Guinea? Now way Mamadi Dumbuya don't we. He not say he able we. Because today get ammunition. We not get entire ammunition they need. Imagine Usman Mara. This gentleman come in this municipality, Republic of Sierra Leone, with a full arm. Amoka. That day we were alone all man panic. If in a Saloma na we do answer, would they enter? Yes, I tell right na the state house. Would I talk? But then they get me to with president. My brother, today Salvena would feel beating. Ibrahim Allah not tell you lie. This I'm in Sierra Leone. When I'm in the country, other neighbor country, we they take as a brother and sister. Then people are getting intermarried. Look how Guinea man they are. They get the respect. They whether they get document or not get document, government of Sierra Leone don't want to about them. They conduct an election and wave in. We police and protect the people there. And also, we have a diplomacy and reflect. We are disappointed on this diplomacy for what they go do. Could you imagine this kind of disgrace? Ibrahim Arais will not talk the truth, but some will be hypocrite. We officers, they won't when they don't go at the wall, they go clean them and run again, what you come out. And we don't have any plan. My brother, so they look anger. Salomon don't turn refugee. Take it again at the hands of this gentleman. So we, Ibrahim Arais, me, the kind disappointed one see me Commander Jibo. Now me they talk, not to ethic radio. Because we president today is the father of ECOWAS. And he get here to pass Mamadou Doumbouya. But tell me true, who was the president when the chairperson for ECOWAS? Now we didn't need any treat so. But a shame. Now they are shame for this country. I swear to God. ECOWAS they go na anger. The Guinea man they say no. They don't listen nobody. They know why you don't know. What do they want? Look how they treat it today. My brother Ibrahim Arais go come here. What could not part? Guinea man hey, now I would have seen there. Let God forgive them. One day, Guinea man they will come here. Nobody know the talk. We all win a diploma no more. Hey, we respect Guinea man. But we are afraid with I did drop me line. When we actually bleed. Actually bleed. After no people. On the virtual. Now we say they're going to demand and treat two people let you. One time now we say now we see that we never. Well, anyway, what take control? My brother, these are the bloody politicians there. Now the quite you don't have people that focus on politics no more. See what they are saying in the country, they don't talk. We are telling opposition, let them talk. We are telling everybody let come aboard. Let them tell the demand, let them stop. Not to talk about treat you never.
Commander Jibo, thank you.
This is too much. Commander Jibo. Again, I do.
All right. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, International Affairs Program. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you name inside the call from?
Yeah, Mina, Pastor Timothy, I call from Lungi.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Mama, the thing I call for more, although the issue of reasoning and all that, I don't discuss. But me, now they repeated program, them, the repeat program, now next. So the man would only enjoy the program fine. The man not be getting well in the morning. You know, clearly, or that's not be really possible all through. What I intend away, we don't say in agriculture that now people do put us for the morning program. If you make possible get the program, well now you woman no go miss the information. But as time they go through, I don't know if not the fuel can go on, not the generator or extra new light can go. Una say no they put on my own. Una they get the people continue at so the cut off can just be this one. So yeah, let them consider that.
All right, we look at that.
Management consider that. Yeah, then repeat program in the evening.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I will call later on.
Thank you so much. 079-994-993. Call me inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
You name inside the call from?
Hello?
You name inside the call from?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you mean? I want to talk to my mother to be now that is the talk for you. I tell you, during the 70s, now so she can still in the take their food out there. They put their sides of the goat and Kamala. Mama to Doumbouya, now I'm actually the for you because she Papa be there amongst them. In Daddy Bideli. In the idea being like this country that the watchman last tell you no. Is it key? So now how much they make permission? So no just be no more. You see one thing, the government, not this government no more, the past government, after the war, they don't try to get the arms and ammunition in this country. And then they force the government but we don't concentrate back. If we go with arms and ammunition, don't think this is a issue. They don't create to us, they don't create to them. And they tell you, my brother, what do they do so? Even when they get the arms and ammunition, we Salomon, they wouldn't spend them. We will pay the good in their hand. We would run. So that's that.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Fome.
Bakar, go ahead.
I really get out to people like being different interpretation differently. Say, Sheki Bijuam. So, Nadale, Mama, they can do this one. The reason why Sheki the repatriate the one they win at the full as them or return back to them, and because the president now called for them. The president at that time now called for them, say, he needs them, let them return them back. Then they make Sheki the return the full as them back to that place win again. But this one, it's different. If we see His Excellency the President, and the chairman today of ECOWAS, Mamadou Doumbia the treat with this kind of way. What about where the president in time done? What you go get for happen to me? If His Excellency the President should expect so much, and a soldier, I want a soldier, would expect in terms of capacity into the military, His Excellency the President will be one of its kind. If we will make the military then capacitate the steady, he spend all in resources, all in time for capacitate the military. But you know, in military, they see them like scouts. We're going to the different parts of them. That's enough normal. They don't see the normal like soldier wear the uniform. What make them soldier? Now that make you see Mamadou Doumbia the challenge Salon. He challenge me in different way. He don't disgrace we. He don't molest we. He don't put you to the low level because your economy fall. Today, if you check 100,000 equivalent to Guinea, the 100,000. But they really go by far. In terms of standard of living, you don't compare with Guinea. So it means Guinea is so prepared, they're so ready that they get all kinds of things. If the Salon decides they need to go to the food stuffs them and all that in them, the man make provision for that. So what will they do? Salon maybe say, we bless. Salon are the most perfect and blessed country in terms of mineral. Why will they suffer so? Now because we get a leader, we get people when they're not ready for wool, they're only ready for wool APC. Now APC then come for wool. Thank you.
079-994-993. Call we inside the show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
You never inside the call.
This is Falamini go from Gambia.
Falamini, go ahead.
What happened at Conakry? You see, and go back in the film. What you brother would be there? The kill one. Finally, they took Chuka, he died. Inside, then Camarero, the whole. Now, 600 cartoons. We shall let her with it. But then one in the road by the Queen, I want to post it for being fight. But not for go to election, I didn't want to be. Then one in the trade me. If we will begin the year that their own country show 600 cartoons of Camarero, they kill one in the house, while it's so while you don't. Now, they said to themselves, salute to Salon. What's the friend? To me, they will gladly, they're not by the Queen. Then the people that they do bad things that they will do. But when we say you are going to do bad things, they go and they remove that because they might also Salomon, they go with like this. It's too much. We know they know what happen. But people don't know what happen under. Inside go this inside that they hear that they miss everything. No, they have nobody go do this. They will Salomon. They will could critique them. But they're not so sure, but all that they will see family. But they want to do like they're poor day. And they do so too, not for doing like Guinea, where they people and they don't accept that. It's not going to be never good. So if you see all the old Salomon, they point for it. Let's see here.
Thank you.
See some of the but at 600 cartoons. You see, so now very be careful what they do something. But talk with the people and they all want to find out them over almost 1,000 people in the Conakry Salomon.
079 994 993. Call me inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Today on a Friday again. And we'll review the biggest international stories. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
You know where the call from?
Rogers, Juba.
Rogers, go ahead.
Actually, people then can talk things and with me, I don't want to find out. And Shaka still will not be the pool people then in this country, Fulamande or anybody for sending back to Guinea because of they just want sending. Immigration be there. In the same Shaka Stevie, now you can prove say Fula then get they not tribe in this country. They not to be tribe. They be the kind with permit. 6 months. If that permit they don't do, you not get and then they load, then they pin truck, then they load and they send them back. Not because of what they be don't do now, then they do so now. Let the people they know what actually did happen. And let Sierra Leoneans not think about politics or any other thing. Go they talk about 600 carton of tramadol or coups from Sierra Leone. Not to that thing they come out. Maybe then divert them from other places. Let them leave this country in image. Let them know what they call. Lastly, that war within Israel. Now just for protect Israel. For protect Israel. Over 40 years, they look for that thing, but they don't meet her. They go try the Iran could show them something.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Rogers? Okay. 079-994-993. Call me inside the show. Hello, good morning.
Usman Maradu, I beg you for God. That clarify this statement.
Okay, Commander Chibu, quickly.
Nobody. That can be circle today. I'm born 1968. I know what I'm saying. Ibrahim Mara. I'm a old man of this country. I know I get experience. You know, nobody. But Usman Mara, anyway, they are journalists. When they talk about the country, how people they say Sierra Leone are drug country, as a religious country. You say where they be at the back, so you're not Muslim. You go tell me the drug say Canada, how they come out. Canada is cool.
Hello.
So, not so. Not so, Ibrahim Mara.
All right.
Mama Dumbuya, he want me to see no more. Can no man get respect for Guinea man?
All right, Commander Jibo, thank you. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Hello, I do.
You know inside the call from Pamusa?
Yes, no, I didn't Rogers, I didn't Lungi.
All right, go ahead.
Where did I post in country? For behave to the law, right? You know, go there now, Guinea. Let this government request for let the cow them. My mama did Bambai say, men a
Oh, please call back 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
You name inside the call from?
Good morning. I call from Riverforce. Yes. Me and Mama de Tumaba.
Yeah.
I just want to make small reference. The last time, Guinea, where some guy them with the ride bike na this country here. I don't know if people don't forget during the past regime. So they may lock some bubble in Pademba Road here. Well, I mean, make lawlessness. Now the ambassador go pull them. When pull them, and then deport them back to Guinea. The man can't talk on our media. So if we say go na other man country, we not play to rules of the game. So be honest with you, my man, you find yourself na problem. So na that. Yes, so just no more how they handle things then. But for say go stand Guinea pan war. Make a better solution.
Let's take a few more.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's take a few more calls inside the show. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Usman Mara. Now, Paconte, they talk from Obgon.
Paconte, go ahead.
I tell you now, thank you. You see, give me not a behave like say, winner neighbor. If anything happens, now make we get ambassador. We get ambassador now, just get ambassador yonder. Well, anything happen, let them can about them. The first thing what thing for do, they go to the ambassador. When they complain, say, hey, una citizen, now show them they do, now this thing they do. But they never consult the ambassador, they don't consult with government, they just they do what thing for you. It's one thing they will do so. If we tell the chain and give them, we don't go down good picking, no. We don't go down good picking at all. So yeah, with the dead beginning government, when something happens, let them investigate. Let them go to the embassy. Thank you very much.
All right, let's take a comment on Facebook. Mystic was asking the deportation of over 500 Sierra Leoneans from Guinea shows a troubling lack of respect for Sierra Leone, especially as this is not the first occurrence. Our continued reliance on diplomacy appears to be yielding little result, raising questions about the need for firmer and more effective response. Other comments coming in on the Epic Radio Facebook page. Alhaji Alhaji saying, "Una forget about ECOWAS. ECOWAS are like other union. ECOWAS." All right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
You never know how they call from.
Papa, this is not the Lion.
The Lion. Go ahead.
You know, Pale, Allah help this country. You know, Lord, they reflect to mind them back. Salone, now one of the peaceful nation, now the one whole world. Now only Salone being there, where you get Salone passport, any side of the world. Now the most people where nobody need a shot. They know saying now people will not get problem. The only nationality where they get drunk, where they need whatever, even now the Nigerians. Now we check with them. Who side this here don't go wrong? For more than why I see them, this government, for more than see them. Who side the past government, they all, we never get any kind of problem there too. We never get any kind of problem there too. Go you check me at the interview some people. Better Guinea said they deport Salomon they come. Go na the other neighboring country. Let you see how Salomon is suffer Nigeria. You know, like Senegal, the other countries. Go the people away they don't run away we escape. They say they sell them. Now only now so Salomon then probably sell them.
Okay.
Anywhere we see na drugs, anywhere we see them say na drugs, anywhere we see na drugs. Who say we don't go wrong financially also? Also all man they agree for in citizen, for in citizen, they perish like I perish. Wait so Salomon glad the way they see youth man, you picking, you push you don't come out college. They come walk at the street of Freetown, you see how you the bomb picking right, they cry on you say.
Okay.
You the bomb picking, they cry. How you picking? No, we don't get no future leaders in the country. Walk on the street of Freetown. You know, it's so pathetic. It's not so hard. We should check with them, bro. Don't check with us. Don't check with them, boss.
We'll take some more comments coming in on the Epic Radio Facebook page. Samuel Kamara saying, Sierra Leone, our politicians need to think about something important about our country than thinking about their political parties. Politicians, you guys need to put your country first than your political party. He's also saying Guinean president wants to turn our West African countries like Ukraine and Russia, but he needs to have one thing in mind, that war is not the answer. Let's take this one last call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Penria.
Yeah, go ahead, 1 minute.
This slum business with them people that back in Guinea, and the same thing there in Australia. This slum here and this freedom, and they box up all this freedom movement. Because anything bad way they do that slum, they do that way goes to London. So if we set clear, all the people that inside that slum here where they there, and this freedom it go steady. Now only this slum here and the big corruption in this country. This slum here with the campy them, buffer, all the drugs, all the danger in there. Now they don't say that. You find an freedom. Now any house made it here, now they buffer them, and then see them, and they get her. So if they remove all the buffer, then see them. Inside that buffer, believe it me, this country will steady. Minus that, this country will steady. Inside freedom, that's your contribution, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We're not going to take any more call inside the show. Mawel, you respond to the callers that must be the up.
Yeah, so for me, I just see enthusiastic Sierra Leoneans who elect Sierra Leone, we want to see Sierra Leone go before. Nain made on BRE from all the calls them. You know, but again, I feel like say we need for understand, say for me, not so necessarily saying that the fact say then deport people, because every country gets in your laws, every country gets within you to watch for and how you want for move. You understand? Just like how some of the callers then say, you cannot be in somebody's country and decided to be lawless. You understand? And decide for just do how you want. You understand? But then again, if you look at that trajectory, you will want to say we still have other nationals in Sierra Leone who also decide for be lawless. But then the bone of contention with this action from the governments of Guinea, now the fact say they no respect Sierra Leone for me, because the respect between countries is diplomacy. That is the respect. You want to delete, you want to deport citizens of your neighboring country. The only respect there is informing, for instance, the embassy where the foreign minister where we are so close, maybe even Mamadi can call President Bio directly and say, this is what is happening, you know, if you go to the worst. You understand? So that is what respect is. So for me, it's not about deporting people. You know, some people they make reference to how other deportations are happening from Sierra Leone, you know, Sheki and all of these things. For me, it's not about whether you send somebody outside, but how did you do it? You understand? So for me, I think it's not the bone of contention. And the end, I agree to one of the texts there, where actually says Sierra Leone actually need firm actions for be taken. You understand?
What do you recommend?
Let's do diplomacy, but be very firm about it. I mean, also for just go say, okay, let we now begin respect ourselves for just, let's have firm action. If it's a resolution we want to go into, for instance, the last meeting we didn't get, if they had resolutions where they actually come up with, these are the resolutions we are going to follow. If you want to deport this person, now this way for pass. If you want to do this, now this way for pass. If this thing happen, now this way for pass. Let's have these resolutions on the table. And able for maintain peace. But this not able for just walk by words of mouth. I see they all go and just hold hands together and say, okay, we don't say to listen. 5 days later, the thing don't happen again. So that means that diplomacy actually get questioned. So let's be very, very firm in our actions and how they move forward to diplomacy. And maybe finally on the internationals, you know, and the war in Iran. For me, waiting I don't learn after everything that the fact say we not for believe again waiting at the propaganda within our media, you know, because every reason where America and Israel don't give say in them and make them go into the war, we don't find out say actually not true. Then talk about terrorism, actually not true, because at the end of the day, the terrorists the way they say in the faith. They are creations and supporters of both the Mossad within Israel and the CIA within America. So it is not about terrorism. Then say now about nuclear plants, where they say Iran not for develop nuclear weapons. Whether they actually also not lie, because the people are waiting at the IAEA from the from UN, where the body that they were responsible for monitor countries and nuclear weapons and stuff. They actually don't say, in fact, the former, I think it's Mohamed Babdadi or something, the former chairman for IAEA, it's all clear. And say during Bush in time, when they make inspections, they find out, say, they don't get any nuclear program in Iran. And that is the same thing inside Iraq. They don't find out any nuclear program. But Bush been just go ahead and say, oh, then get this out in the 5 days. And it can't happen saying a lie. You understand? So every reason where America and Israel don't give us the reason and this way make them go into the war, we don't find out say not true. We don't circle back to for believe now waiting at the conspiracy theories. The theology and the explanation say Israel and America they fight for make them get the Greater Israel project. And because of Dandy, it now don't suffocate the rest of the world. It now don't suffocate everybody in the world. So for me, it's very, very unfair. And then they circle back. So we as ordinary citizens, for we able to understand how we they support and which they support inside this war.
Thank you so much, Mawia. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news. Plus the review of the biggest stories of the week, national stories of the week, with Reginald Boyanojokutu Soya. You need to stay tuned because we will get huge debates. We will carry on during the second segment of the Epic Morning Show from the APC Member of Parliament, Aminata Kamara. And we also get Mike Vieira, the State House Communications Director. All two of them from the APC and government go debate on critical national issues will happen during the week. Up next, we'll get sports, entertainment, and business news. My name is Usman Ibrahim. Until next week, they say bye-bye.
You know ready for win big money every single day? Epic Ready make them happen with Bomba Cash Out. For just 10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win buy money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your orange money or Afri money pin. And boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part of that, if they pick your number, the money that goes straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what do you wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky Johnny winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number Yasu 032-300-033. Number Cash Out, money the flow. And by Masslink Limited. This was a purpose to whether under 18 so learn responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to Bees and Echo News with Marion Precious. George. Inside today's edition of the Bees and Echo News, the World Trade Organization don't begin give out $1.7 million in grant to nearly 300 women-led business them under the Women Exporters in the Digital Economy Fund as digital trade expand to a double-digit pace. Where if they make this announcement, now the 14th World Trade Organization Ministerial Conference, Director General for the organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said the initiative mark early shift for policy commitments to capacity development, now a sector whose high growth, they exceed traditional trade flow. Digital trade rise by 10% inside 2025, and this now the fastest among all sector them. The fund where them launched 2 years ago, now Abu Dhabi with the International Trade Center, designed for reduced market entry constraint for women entrepreneur them, more so when it come to access to finance and digital capability. The intervention targets structural financing gap value at $300 billion from women-led farm them, we continue for suppressed productivity and farm survival rate. The Women Exporters in the Digital Economy model combine grant capital with digital skill them as way for improve export readiness. One approach where the World Trade Organization hopes they go drive crowd in future public and private investment. Salon Trade Minister Alpha Cisse don't press the World Trade Organization member them for honor existing commitments them to list developed country them instead of layering on new obligation them. We go sharpen the union negotiating stance ahead of the 14th World Trade Organization Ministerial Conference. Where if they talk inside the LDC ministerial meeting, it frame the group demand in terms of performance risk, we make it say them fully support the LDC ministerial declaration and the LDC group priority them, where it say reflects them collective voice and need for guide them engagement across every session. Yaoundé. This intervention is a highlight familiar fault line in multilateral trade, where shows say whether reform for expand discipline or force deliver on legacy mandates them. The minister also argued that them position the proposed LDC package as the minimum valuable outcome na the MC14. He also called on member them for close unfinished business from the 13th WTO Ministerial Conference, including service waivers, rules of origin and duty-free, quota-free market access. The Coca-Cola HBC Finance BV bonds, they raised to at least $1.7 billion of debt as recent as Thursday, as well for fund acquisition of other drink bottling firm them. The finance entity of Coca-Cola na the market, with 3-part euro offering across maturity of 2.5 years, 4.5 years, and 7.5 years. And this na according to person we familiar with the matter. Them go now use the two longer maturity them for fund the procurement in Coca-Cola Beverage Africa, as well as for general corporate purposes. Coca-Cola HBC agree for buy 75% controlling stake in the Africa Bottling Company from the Coca-Cola Company, and in family owner Gucci Family Investment for $2.6 billion, and the deal include an opinion for buy the rest within 6 years. Coca-Cola HBC handle the manufacturing, bottling, and distribution of drinks products in a separate entity to the Coca-Cola Co, where gets the brand and self-make the syrup concentrates. The Coca-Cola Co, they move away from the business of bottling after sale of stake in an Indian operation last year. Now all this we get for you today inside the Biz and Echo News. Mina Marion Precious George.
Good morning and welcome to your final day of sports updates. Let me start off with some of the great news you don't see. As former Turkey and EFL forwarder Colin Kazim Richards don't set to become the head coach for Crawley Town. Well, let's see what he could do in first attempt as a player, now as a coach. Well, London don't bid for the 2029 World Athletics Championship. Is in jeopardy as West Ham United, they're unwilling for let them use their stadium for September due to the clash where they go get with the football season. Well, let's see if finally, because it's not the West Ham Stadium, they want for use for the championship. So the London Marathon maybe go become a 2-day event, as the number of people and will register for be part of the London Marathon they exceed. They're not able to do one for 1 day, so they are taking this into consideration. But for now, it still stands for a day. So Daniel Kanu for Walsall currently don't score 34 goals. Pardon me, don't play 34 games. He don't score 14 goals and he don't register 2 assists, and he's currently scoring more goals. So Bournemouth, they're on 11-game unbeaten run in the Premier League, with their last defeat being come against Arsenal inside January 3rd. And finally this morning, Paris Saint-Germain then game against RC Lens don't be postponed, as the Sky News don't understand that the board don't unanimously agree with Strasbourg then game as we will be postponed for the European preparation. So Paris Saint-Germain will get more ample time for prepare against Liverpool. For this morning, all this we get for you inside Sports Update.
Good morning and welcome to Epic Entertainment Buzz with me, Fatmata Lebi. We can look at different category of music them, and today we will look at the R&B. Rhythm and blues, where they can call R&B, be start from inside the 1940s, where Jerry Wexler been create for describe upbeat, blues-based music where African American artists be the make. Ali performers them like Louis Jordan be help shape an energetic sound. Inside the 1950s and 60s, R&B be evolved into soul music with artists them like Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. Also them bring gospel emotion and strong vocals them to the genre. By the 1980s and 90s, them be blend contemporary R&B with pop and hip-hop. Also them produce stars them like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. Today, then they mix modern R&B with hip-hop, electronic, and global sound them with artists them like Beyonce and The Weeknd, where they continue for evolve the style. In short, R&B don't grow from blues-based roots to one of the most influential genres inside global popular music. Well, I'll give some R&B sounds them, let you relax your mind, and I go be right back. Stay tuned.
I'm just a player, a heartbreaker, and I don't care what people say, I'm just gonna play. Nobody knows tomorrow. All I know that one day someone gonna steal my heart, take my heart away, and fly away to paradise. I never fall in love, and I'll always be in love. In this game you win or lose, I'm a player for real. Love is a game that every move. You're the only thing I got, and girl you're driving me crazy. So crazy. I've been loving you all my life, and I don't wanna be lonely. So lonely. Girl, you gave me life when you came into my world. So many others gone, but then I'm still breathing. You always hear my heart, you can hear my heart beat. Just you, I'll give it to you. My baby is you. I wish for no one else but you. See, dead no, baby. Yeah. Thinking about you all the time, giving about you all the time. God, if you be my baby, I'll stand by your side now. Baby, this your beauty. Don't make me don't fall in love. I got the money I want to spend on you. Yeah. Call me Kabaka, I go there for you. So baby, come here. Baby, come here. Yeah.
Baby, come here. Baby, come here. Come here. Baby, come here. Baby, come here. Anyways, I don't give some salon R&B sounds them for make you relax your mind. Now, so we go draw the curtain down for today on edition of your Epic Entertainment Buzz. So till we meet again for another edition, me will bring this update to you. Me name na Fatmata Lebi. Do the full weekend. Ta-da!
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test.
Elect you dance nawata, you enemy go more say ledos no mitam. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show. Today happened for Friday, 27th March 2026. And on Friday, we can review the biggest national stories of the week right here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And same way so on we social media and online platforms where we made the program come to you this morning. My name is Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. And today again, we get exciting topics for review, and we get the guests them already in the studios. I'm going to introduce them in a couple of minutes, but before I do that, we will do the review of the front pages of the various newspapers, and for that I get Mohamed Toby Kagbo again where you could join me for review the newspaper. Good morning, Toby. It's a pleasure for getting at the program.
Good morning, Reginald, and good morning to all listeners.
All right. Without wasting any time, let's go through the front page review shortly. Start off with Awoko newspaper. This morning, you get ECOWAS trade boss demand unity at WTO Yaoundé summit. One voice or bust. We also get Kenema by-election seat fill amid parliamentary boycott, and then ECOWAS elevates program boost women entrepreneurship in Sierra Leone. Finally, Sierra Leone HIV response phases funding and delivery crunch. All of these stories and more than Awoko this morning.
Me first speak this morning, now the Concord Times newspaper. We say MPs raise red flag over new security bill. Blah denies acting mayor title. Government partners strengthen coordination on water and sanitation. These are all good stories you can find now the Concord Times newspaper.
And from Concord Times, I get with me here the Premier News newspaper this morning. Top story reads SLPP strengthening Elders Council with appointment of Dr. Sama Banya. A photo there of Dr. Sama Banya, the Vice Chairman, Kondima Kagbo, and also the Chairman of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Said there on the front page, Sajmi Batilo Songa. Market women pay solidarity visits to Freetown Mayor. We get Justice Bangoa hands down tough sentence in Kono. Plus new Kenema MP sworn in following Goba demise. All of these stories and more than a Premier News this morning.
My final pick this morning, the Standard Times newspaper. The EC of bail, a psychological reverse undermining Sierra Leone's legal framework. And you will see Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara in front of the Standard Times, the banner headline. And Sierra Leone hosts West African scientists retreat on climate change and food security. Sword turning marks the start of a new medical school building in Bo. These are all good stories you can find in front of the Standard Times newspaper.
All right. Many thanks indeed, Mohamed Toby Kagbo. That's all we have in the review of the various newspaper. Now switch over to me guests. Before introducing the topic then, privilege for guests for the very first time in the studio. Honorable Aminata Sise, Member of Parliament from Putloko District, and he represents the main opposition, All People's Congress. Good morning, Honorable Aminata. It's a pleasure for getting at the program.
Good morning, Reginald, and good morning, Epic, and good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
The first time we've been here, correct?
It is, yes.
So how does it feel? How do you feel for the arty this morning?
Excited.
Okay. I also get,
privilege.
yes, a familiar voice already now. Mike Bewa, Director of Communications from State House. Good morning, Mike. It's a pleasure as well for getting you.
It's a pleasure as always. Good morning, Sierra Leone.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Of course, Mike Bewa, and also thanks to the lady, Honorable Aminata Sise. Now, this week, we want to look at key issues. We take a look at the World Happiness Report. We rank Salon second least happy country in the world. And also they look at the growing concern. We see over hundreds of Sierra Leoneans have been deported from Guinea with our government position on Nani, the heated controversy surrounding the acting mayor appointment, and beyond the headlines as well. We want to look at the bread and butter issue. Who side we truly stand now as a nation, and waiting, we expect for in the future. So that's what we're going to discuss. But let's start off with the World Happiness Report. We come out and it ranks alone second least country. It means out of the 147 countries, alone the 146 happy country them in the world. And Gallup, we can make this report yearly, get 6 indicators where they look at, citing from income, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perception of corruption. Mike, the first question I want to ask you, are you happy?
No.
You're not happy?
No.
Why? Why are you not happy?
Because it's not representative of us as Sierra Leoneans. Yeah, we want to do better in this country. But we've also reflected, we've never been happy on the World Happiness Report. Go and check the records back, way back. We'll never pass.
From APC 10.
Well, I don't want to start on that premise.
Okay.
This is not something we don't ever pass. Yeah. If you check back, it's not like we've been not declining the decline. No, that's not the case. We've always been at the bottom of everything. But my take to this is this. I mean, sometimes I can frown at when I say stuff on media houses. Why? Because we Sierra Leoneans, we focus more on the negatives of this country. Yeah, the way I see people share the World Happiness Report, I don't see people share the Peace Index. So I don't see people share with maternal mortalities who get a whooping reduction of 70%. I don't see people share with press freedom. You say something as a journalist, I don't see how press freedom indexes don't come up. I don't see how people share talk about generate a conversation around that.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't see Usai. We talk about what? We World Justice Project report. We are across the sub-region. We are the only country we do well, Panam. I don't see where we talk about education. Here we get a conversation too much about it. People proud about it.
On the education, we did talk about it. In fact, we rate President Bill as the champion of key education. We talk about Anayaso, Mike. I don't know if you follow that program,
say,
but we did
it's not
mention
epic.
that.
I'm not putting epic on the.
Okay, you talk about other media institutions.
I'm talking generally.
Okay.
Right. I don't see we talk about with enrollment, we access to education. We're at 129% right now. We're not to be there before. I don't see we talk about gender parity, gender achievements in this country. Today we'll get honorable Aminata, who sits in parliament. We'll get about 41 members of parliament who are women with all walks of life, whether they wear hijab, disabled, every type of women. We're not to talk about that. We're not to talk about women in participation in governance, where President Biyo appoints over 30 women within governance, Boku in MDAs, Boku in ICOLAB as deputy ministers, where they steer this country. We're not to talk about that. We're not talking about even the MCC corruption. 7 years in a row with the ASAM and 70% percentile. We're not to talk about that. We're not to talk about records in how we don't bring inflation down. Where be all to 50%, we don't bring it down to single digits now. So what am I saying here? I am saying here, this is a country. Yeah? If you take a look at even America, where then they say that the father of democracy, who press freedom record, the better pass America. Now they my sister probably come out. Yeah, when you look at the press freedom record, it's America. So it's like what? We cannot be perfect in everything. This is my thing. But we as Sierra Leoneans, they focus more on what the negative. If you even look at the domains them when they use the methodology,
I don't make
you highlight them.
Yeah.
One of them will be the read. It was so funny when they talk about generosity. You don't get
Are
to
we
tell
generous?
We are generous as Sierra Leoneans. Me and you now know that. But maybe probably the matrix so they use for measure that a different from we own understanding about generosity. But me man,
so Mike, are you challenging this report from?
I am not. We as SLPP, Office of the President, any report where they can they accept. APC man no more kiss they say no this report like this. I remember the last time there was a report we did well on. I was trying to look for that report. He was arguing, the way them do the report accept this, but the reports that are negative they want to accept. And so look, we want to do better in this country. President Biyo believes say authoritative institutions, them where they mark where they monitor we progress. It takes them very, very strongly. And as this, we are going to look at the indexes. We are going to look at the models they were used. I will reach out to them. We had a meeting at State House on this, and let us help with how we will get better with it. But it's also collective. Because when you look at even the domains them when they use, the matrix when they use, it's not only governance, yeah. Okay. It's not only at the executive level. It takes me, it takes my sister. Here we don't the other party, like we don't boycott so at the tripod like come back to parliament. You know, it takes all of us. One of the media houses, it takes everyone. It's a civic responsibility.
Right. I'll come back to you shortly. Let's get honorable. Honorable, this report come to you as a surprise for Sierra Leone rank as the, in fact, the most unhappiest country in Africa, and second to least, now the world, the entire world. It comes to you as a surprise, or will you expect this?
Thank you, Reginald. I want to throw this question to Sierra Leoneans, and the answers of Sierra Leonean genuinely here. And I want to say, I will certainly the answer for at least 80% of Sierra Leoneans, we say they're not going to surprise. Yes, my brother Mike say we've been here before, but this is the worst that we've been. We're 146 out of 147, beating only Afghanistan, meaning even Iraq is better than we are right now. Even, where would I say, Ukraine is better than us. That is bad. Because this question asks people how rich you are, and many, many of the other things say where you feel. Very straightforward. Even the questions that were asked were measured on there. For example, in terms of the corruption, they ask about the perception of corruption. It's simple, and that is a perception. Obviously, it's bound to everybody's opinion. But what we're seeing here is a lack of trust from we people them to we governance. For me, Naina be the most alarming. Of course, the generosity is just as important. People they ask, say, in the last 1 month, if you don't help any charity. Now, this one, I get a little bit each on them because we know they help charities them here the way we know them in the UK and the US. Here, who would they give money to another individual? So if they ask you, say, have you helped somebody on a charity, you know they consider them as a charity because you see that person as a brother, as a sister. So there could be a misunderstanding on that. But one thing we certain here is that there are trust issues. The perception of people them on corruption in both governance and the private sector, it come out very alarming.
What about the freedom to make life
The
choices?
freedom to make life choice, and a big one. Again, this talk about many, many things more than just governance. Governance, of course, is a premises for most of them. But just imagine the facts of not being able to make the real life choices you want to make. This causes a lot of whole new issues for everybody. Comes with depression, it comes with more than even unhappiness, I want to say. So, you know, but I'm not surprised. This is us. Now, like where I walk on the street, told me driver, they drive. Some people, and they come so close to the motor car, even way blonde in the area. I just imagine the state of people, them window clean. The hassle of even just making your way from, if you're in Lumley, making your way to come to the central for work. It's a burden. Things away for just take for granted, being able for use transport, even when you're willing for pay, for let get the motor kind of problem. Our challenges are many. And I'm glad you and my brother yourself not just sweep them away. We're confronting it. And that is one thing I felt saying that the best thing we could do. Let us admit to their report here. Let we invite the people that would do their report here at the Gallup. Because these are global results and they're globally respected. So I would like for believe say they've been done in all honesty. But also things like social support. This is big for we. We know what we mean to we families and we friends them. Now we on network that day. We hardly get counseling in this country. A lot of our counseling come from we family members and friends. So we social support network. But again, when you get lack of income, when you get trouble for take transport, go find the family, you know, they are related. One thing leads to another, another to another. So I am not surprised is your answer. And I go really glad, like we Mike say, that we invite the people that we do survey and see how they go help we improve them. But me want recommend one thing, say, one big thing we go improve this could be income.
All right.
If we can increase the income of earnings for people, then it go erase a lot of things.
In other words, you see government need for improve on the
salaries.
Minimum wage.
Yes.
It don't go up to 1.2. Is it enough?
Sure.
Not enough?
Okay, do more.
Okay.
Let's work towards more.
All right.
1.2 today with the cost of living, it's just basic.
All right. I see Mike. I don't know if Mike wants for response to that. 1.2, it's just basic. Before I come to my next topic.
I'm really not attacking Mike on this. I'm just saying we all need for do more.
It's not a rebuttal. I just want to buttress a point there. Make mention about psychology part, the social services part, which I think it's a problem in this country. I don't know how old are you now, or where you were born, but I believe Samir, Honorable Aminata we are very alert after the war, right? And one of the things that I would tell you, what we miss was we not get post-traumatic psychological healing after the war as part of the public strategy paper, right? We talk about family reintegration, reunification, bringing refugees back, for letting them get back to the family with social systems like NACIT, police, schools, and for get back to work. But one of the things we miss, we not rehabilitate people. So you did find out a lot of people in this country, I don't want to use the word sick, looks a bit harsh, but a lot of people in this country need some psychological help, a lot.
Okay.
It affects the way they make decisions. It affects homes. Some people then waiting and see after the war, that post-traumatic stress disorder is all they know. It's all they know. Some man they not believe self say if I do good. Good not to think to them. Some man they not ever see mama and papa they kiss the hawk at this country. Some man they not ever make birthday for her. Some man they not ever see then they give gifts. So some of all those things is intertwined. So now make her say it's not only government. Government sits up here, which I agree, therefore provide the services, the policies, the atmosphere for let people thrive.
Okay.
But it also has a lot to do with us as a people.
Now look onto the next topic. Just after a week or so, where the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone and Chair of ECOWAS joining counterpart them, the President of Guinea and also the President of Liberia, for sign the, of course, the Mano River Union Peace document or paper. We see hundreds of Sierra Leoneans them, deported from Guinea and all. Then a lot of them people and they were then deported. They don't even take them the property. They outside they meet them, they work, now they then just load them in a truck. And we see government through the Ministry of Information put out a release say it's an ongoing agreement where they between the government and also the Guinea then for documentation issue, and then say now a dignified way, then repatriate them people and they'll return them people in the mic. Just after that 1 week or so meeting between the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone and, like I say, counterpart them, and you see such thing happen. Who's this relationship between Sierra Leone and Guinea there?
Well, the thing is, you got to understand, so the meeting of President Biogo the tripartite where Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea beget was mainly on border issues. It was mainly on border securities. I'll go and see how them bring down the 6-point tires, then where they explain about those issues. Talk about the agreements and what they make, say, no country not get for attacking campaign, and they get for get border surveillance, they get for get periodic meetings. We agreed there was an MOU signed between the 3 countries, right? But this now something where I'm glad the way you make mention of one. It's called undocumented Sierra Leoneans. Undocumented. It's really key. You have to understand, say now the geo governance politics, the world don't change. Now you take a look at countries, them everybody they try for. Everybody is big on immigration now. Everybody is big on immigration because resources they are shrunk. Some countries are not getting off. Things are getting hard. So people want to keep the little for their citizens. That is it's a policy campaign. That's everybody where they come into power, where they campaign. America, in fact, it's big. One of the biggest campaign policy agenda on immigration. UK, one of it's big. So Guinea, according to them, I don't know if I should say this now, but then say not only even the undocumented citizens, about 943 or 46 Sierra Leoneans that wouldn't send camp. But
ONS is it's over 1,015 according to the figure with the
well, not the official. Me have to in a state house. I have to go the
So what about ONS? They're not under government.
No, well, now waiting. If you watch waiting ministry pool,
okay.
I want to stick on.
Okay,
on
okay,
that.
go ahead.
It can vary.
Okay.
But what am I saying here, Reggie? When you dig deeper, we also try to understand. Say, a lot of Sierra Leoneans then get some settlements and not official settlements, and when they go make they even accuse Sierra Leoneans of selling, not only Sierra Leoneans, Malians, other nationals them, but not to say that Salone people they no more than deport. Then deport Ivorians and deport, but it was a crackdown on drugs. It was a crackdown on people that when they go settle other side way, and Reggie, I want to allow the talk this too. This not get anything for the government. Yeah, we self as Sierra Leoneans back. We self get small attitude. What they see inside our own country, yeah. We say government is not go build, they go build Pambodi day. Somebody will carry building house here, fine house, fine view. Then you see that person they come where they squat, that small open they build Pambodi, the way build Pambodi, the way you carry the get so you get by that. All the beauty of that you don't build. When they see how people they settle aside them when they don't get approval, every day when they see police they broke. So if people them whether in their own country and decide for taking responsibility, say then they clean the country. Anybody where go settle, anybody where they sell drugs, anybody where they sell jamba, anybody where they go open puts there. Not forget, say Sierra Leoneans and we don't go yonder. What I say undocumented, it's true. Sierra Leoneans and we don't go yonder during the refugee term, during the war. A lot of people went there. I have friends who went there on a resettlement program. Today they don't come back because people be say they don't go overseas.
What is the role of embassy we did it? Not the role for ensure say the Sierra Leone and we did it and seek their welfare. Then people, the embassy was not even aware where they go deport them people.
Yeah, well,
is that not a slap on the government?
No, you not gonna say the embassy no aware. There is no way they would.
But not communicate and
no,
say they
well, maybe there is some issues with communication, but you not gonna say the embassy no aware because the fact here is you know they deport any other national way. You know, inform the embassy first. When I get for meet, you get for know whether they deport. But the thing back here is we have embassies. Sierra Leoneans don't get that bit safe. You guys see embassies. The most embassies in the test Sierra Leoneans. And the way you gonna go register. People don't go register in their embassies. People don't make use of their embassies. Now until when something don't happen, now people want for call. And this another even say even way before safe. Way before. This is just an attitude of we as Sierra Leoneans. But waiting again I want for say, you see, all is not lost. You get to tell the photo. At the end of the day, this is our country. That is why it's very imperative for us to make this country. A very, very important for we Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of political ideologies, with political affiliations, with regional affiliations. Yeah, irrespective of tribal thinking. This country is the only country we all get, one of the green, white, and blue. So that is why it's really, really, really important. They tell you, say, like you go to any other country. That country, not your country. Salon your country. We all for and make sure, say, we uphold the peace in this country. We all for and make sure, say, we hold governance accountable. We all for and make sure, say, we work hard, we abide by the rules and regulations for this country.
I want for Khan to Honorable Aminata, but just before I do so, government all respond to the Guinean government on this?
Yes. We first target not to the Guinean government because we've been in negotiations with this, right? We first target them for make sure say people them we don't come, we give them life. So then put in a Cambia and at the barracks, we try for rehabilitate them. It's a whole process. Try for reintegrate them back to society. Try for give them startup programs. So we are working with IOM.
Okay.
We're an international office of migration.
For migration.
Yes, it's just like how they do them temple runners. When they come, you see now how the youth commission they use them for build house, and they train them how for make solar panels. So we are working. It's a whole huge package. So we are working on that for make sure we integrate them back into their.
Thank you. Honorable Hagi, Chef, you bite now on this particular issue. When you see hundreds of Sierra Leoneans, sleep, some of them pass the night in a palm lap before government go take them out in the morning. In fact, government not put any communication with regard then people and not until after. I remember I would do the program now, so people were arguing us that they not deport, no salute, nobody not did in our old pictures them and all. And finally now in the evening we see the ministry put out an information that confirming the number of the Sierra Leoneans they were there, and then put return and all. But they were deported from Guinea. 942 according to them, and undocumented according to the ministry. Even though some man they say get document, but yet still they deport them. As a Sierra Leonean and as a member of the opposition, are you concerned about that?
I'm beyond concerned about this particular one. Earlier when we talk about the happiness one, we tell you say in the one way we all need for Putan. But this one about deporting Sierra Leoneans from Guinea solely rests on the government and failings. Without a doubt. Like what my brother and sister say, we don't get Sierra Leone and we don't go Guinea. From before the settlement for the war, from 2000 where the war done, people that don't Guinea, living happily. When do we start facing problems as Sierra Leoneans in Guinea? Now after we then catch the drugs with the embassy in Motoka. That is when our problem started. That is when, added to the younger issue that is going on, I think we are now at a point, we want to address it as nice as we can, but we're at a point where Guinea has no respect for Sierra Leone.
You think so, Honorable?
Yes, I think they have zero respect, zero tolerance. We saw how the president of Guinea came saloon. It tells you the magnitude of this issue. So, dear Mike, let we not sit and say this is not a friendly chat anymore. We need to have a more serious conversation with the president of Guinea. This was disrespect to we on sovereign state, disrespect to the president, because not long ago, President of Guinea for talks and how would they come together, and in less than a week from that, you deporting people with no communication. And now you dey paint 10 people and this and that because in go to Guinea they sell drugs? How? Even if I sell drugs, I think it's easier for sell drugs in Saloon than Guinea. We already get drug law in the country. Drugs are all over the place, next to nothing. It's cheaper for sell here, Mike, than for risk yourself, go border country just for go sell drugs. I don't think that is why they were there. A lot of them people here don't sell to Guinea for years. And I go beg Mike, let's spend the time for go sit down at the camp with them, put them, and talk to them. Sometimes don't always take things at face value from waiting when I counterpart and they tell you. As government of Sierra Leone, people there for yes, I think that's what they should do. I don't think that's what they're doing yet. What they're doing right now is accepting everything we are tell we and that this is what Sierra Leoneans are doing and we're going for it. Okay. And again, I understand from the Guinea aspect. We've lost our respect in the face of the world. We're now known for nothing other than drugs. Sierra Leone used to have a good bilateral relationship with Guinea from when we were small. Where people in trade day, then live on that. Go to Cambia and see how these two countries trade, how they interact. You see Frankie then at Cambia, maybe even more than Leones. We had a good relationship prior to this drug saga.
You seen any change?
I think from where they catch the ambassador in Motuka with the drugs, from where they know say Salon, they have a Umaru Sharif, the said Umaru Sharif, where the world they look for. I mean, how could you not lose your respect from that? The president don't go there, una don't talk. In less than a week, they deporting people in this kind of way. And now you're branding them all as drug leaders and papers. What if we go now and check them people in there and meet, say they all get papers then? And when did paper become an issue between we and Guinea? If Salon was to go around today and look for Guineans the way based here without paper, who leaves Guinea and come to Sierra Leone and bother about paper? It has never been an issue. That is not the issue. That is what they want to paint to be the issue.
You know, as you see, government just tell we that, but there is something deeper more.
We know say the Guinea government must be pressing on this drug issue and asking Sierra Leone to do more. And they're showing that they are unhappy. They are unhappy with us. And as a government, we just need to take it seriously. This issue around drugs, it don't paint we not just to Guinea. Name the countries around Europe, America, everywhere right now, Sierra Leoneans. Recently, we get a very senior member of parliament for go seek medical treatment in England. They refuse a visa. Haven't met all the criteria, papers from Ministry of Finance. They still refuse him visa.
They don't put any reason as to why.
They refuse on the basis saying they don't believe say go come back because hey, we don't get MP there, we don't go America right now. We don't sit down over 2 years.
Wow.
So again, this is the state of waiting they happen. The poor people then they can't suffer no more. And now this we need for no. When we in the government hands, when we sit down so comfortable, many of whom get American books and British books and they fly all over the country, but we actions them. The impact of that is felt by the very least of our Sierra Leonean peoples.
All right.
Watch them.
Mike.
Yeah.
Like a few seconds to respond and go break.
So this is what I say. Sometimes when they come here, along with they do a bit of research. Yeah.
Research from as
so
in
first
where?
of all, also today, Guineans are not the deport Sierra Leoneans. Maybe this is the largest. If they get to tell the time for go back, way back.
And this is the second one inside
this is what I'm saying. Now make I tell Honorable say this is it. And secondly, Honorable not only Sierra Leoneans and then I call them deport. Let's have this clear.
Who saw that country, Mike?
Then deport Ivory. You know where Igbo them because na Sierra Leoneans.
They load them at work like how they load you.
Yeah, well I don't know, but if you go back, you look at the president's communications from Guinea. There is it's in French. You can download it. You translate it into English. You follow. Before they come, I always do research on things.
Right.
Then, because of my position, I always get close information more than we're thinking go out in the public. So what am I saying here? With all due respect, Honorable, we also have to understand that a sovereign country, your own responsibility, your own security, urbanization, we don't have a control over that. We don't. If we decide now, we say we in our countries and we look at them, say, Guinea and Sierra Leone, we get a relationship, we get trade relations, we have family ties, we get business relations. Remember one time, there was a time I think they did the same thing when people said, oh, no, go, people begin even target other tribes in here. You remember that? We as Sierra Leoneans, we don't want that. We don't. We don't want that.
Have we been disrespected by the Guineans?
But let me say this. But me and you don't live overseas. There are a few things where we go agree on and we go disagree on. You go agree, say, sometimes even when we go overseas, not all Sierra Leoneans like for follow the law, follow the rules.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to categorize it like that. But if the people then say urban disorder, because of urban disorder, Malians we are among the ones that deported. Ivorians were among the ones that deported. Liberians were among the ones that deported. Majority of the ones that deported.
Again, this kind of news we have not.
So that's why I tell you, say, I'm director of communications.
I'm not challenging that.
I am giving you this now.
So can you help us with some of the links or so?
I will do that. I will
appreciate that.
I will give you that. I will post it on my wall and I will give that to you.
So Mike, no one believes say this is linked with Umaru Sharif.
So when you talk about relationship, honorable, when you talk about when you talk about relationship. Not what today the work business don't happen.
Is it worse now?
I don't want. I will see a whole plane land now.
And I will see a whole ship land.
Yeah, so no. The point is we are not discussing that.
Okay.
The bone of contention is not that we don't have a crisis of transshipment in this country. That is not what I'm sitting here arguing. Yeah, waiting, yes, a transshipment. Waiting. Now the conversation here is this is a societal issue of drugs. Not today, don't start.
Is it true that is it true?
Listen,
is it true that we're not able to say the from where the
so let me the premise I say where you cut off.
No, I'm sorry, I just want for
not
is it true? Okay, then make
so let me tell you say not today don't start. The younger issue, the first time we Napakaba in time just after the war. Now we begin get border disputes. We not get anything for the drug. Yeah, we and Guinea get a lot of bilateral relations in trade. We get a lot of bilateral relations.
Anymore?
It's a lot.
Right now, it's
a lot. The MRU to the MRU.
Now.
Listen, a lot. To the MRU, the Mano River Union. Recently, we and Guinea, we signed a fiber optic a fiber optic collaboration between Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Guinea recently will be the get blackout, so they buy lights from there. Now they can go.
Are we serious?
That doesn't take.
No. But it's a relationship. When you say when you make you want let me have my bite. Man.
Okay, go ahead.
Honorable, when you put them out, say we and Guinea relationship sour, we still have embassies in both countries. You get to tell the try for No, I am coming. When you put them that way, they like we and Guinea, man, no one see we say no one see them. Yeah, that is not the case. Where, in fact, they overthrown Guinea, the only democratic government, a sovereign nation, will visit Guinea. Na President Bio. Then frown at himself na ECOWAS. Where he say no. He said these are my neighbors. He said my neighbor, and even if we don't sanction them na ECOWAS, I still need to go check on them for let know what they do. When Mamadi Doumbouya be the inaugurate after we transition to democratic president. President Bio went there and they call and say my brother, my elder brother. So that relationship they did. But that relationship not means America still get relationship.
So Guinea still get respect for Salon?
Yeah, America still get
Mike.
Why you feel what do you mean respect?
No, I'm just saying honorable say they don't get respect for any power.
No, none of the APC talk about the regime.
Okay,
whose country they will not get respect for Salon.
Do you have respect for us?
It is. What do you mean? What do you mean in the treaty?
So how somebody
I mean deport in the last 10 and put with soldier man. No. So now then deport with put them at work, load them on.
Okay, let me come there. Let me come there, Reggie. Reggie, we saw that we had what I don't want to get back there.
Okay.
We had what the Minister of Foreign Affairs say. We talk about there was a miscall on it. Coordination on would I really get the land?
So we enter inside them.
So we enter inside the people then sovereignty. So some of them think they how they talk back, Lord they sit down, Lord they look at them. So why we enter the sovereignty?
Mike,
no, I'm just
hold on.
So listen,
Mike,
I'm
not the younger one are the issue.
So
where our soldiers were treated.
So listen,
Yes, go ahead.
Honorable, you're not responsible. US you don't sue. Like you sit down they talk. You're not responsible if I tell you what. If I come and being harsh, rude to you, you're not responsible for that.
Who has been rude to you?
No.
Premise I say. Okay. All right, go ahead.
You're not responsible for that. What are you responsible for how you reply and react to me?
Yeah.
So we are not responsible how Guineans treat us.
No, we are in this case.
No, we are not.
No,
we are not. Because at the end of the day, we self. Let's show you the class acts we do. We self like how they make so we can decide say all the Guineans are within our ramsack and send them back. But we not do one. So that tells you.
Are we afraid of them?
No, that tells you say we believe. Listen to me. We believe we are a different country. We believe in sovereignty. We believe in friendship. We believe in trade relations. We believe say. Most of we channels them, we get the appropriate place in. So that's why. So you come back to what we narrative so how they came. So that's why. No. Not till today. No, not till today. Listen me. Not till today. But younger vets before. No, not till younger. But they start. No, I make I tell you say. I make I tell you say. Let me tell you say. Yeah. First of all, honorable, let me tell you say. Do a research before you come. Not till today they don't begin deport Sierra Unions. I make that. Premise
this particular deportation.
No. Okay, wait.
We're talking about
listen. Yeah, no. Wait. Now in the talk say we relationship with. Let's try to establish some facts here. They say we not get. You know even say. They say we not even get relationship with. They don't respect you anymore. So I just try to tell you say if you not get relationship with country, if country and country they at par with each other, embassies not established now even sovereign countries. Let's know that first. Look, wait, I'm coming. That is one. Two, I just give you a basic premises, 101 basic on the Guinean president, how President Biogo de ECOWAS region, President Biogo inauguration, relationships, and President Biogo. Aminata. Honorable. We are not telling honorable. I am honorable.
Now there's much.
Honorable. Let's have this clear. Honorable. Let's have this clear. Let's have this clear. Irrespective of me serving as Director of Communications, Office of the President, I'm Sierra Leone first. Yeah, Honorable Adena president in team. Me na core staff, me na front desk, na president in team. Boku conversations then they not already I will consider a talker. Sure. So as a Sierra Leonean, if I tell you say we relationship at that level with Guinea.
So we still maintain her. We still maintain her.
Given that this man hold the president so highly as a brother, looking up to him as an elder brother, how do you go on for treating Pekin in this way?
So okay.
How would you feel if a brother who calls your brother when you talk, who you talk to last at night, and early in the morning he puts you Pekin out this way?
So the question goes back. So the question goes back to this. I just explained to you, say governance structures. I don't want to come. I'm Director of Communication. Put another country governance system on the blast.
Okay.
Governance structures, Miss Army, different. How certain governments operate and how certain governments not they operate. It's different. I just tap you and I know the good part. All the time they try for say we are more of a decent nation. I know they say they're not decent too. I know all the person put me.
So but yes. Any side them go there they cause trouble.
That's what you say.
But at the end of the day, the people that reason know they give.
But Mike, I ask you, you not worried? You are still alone and fall before becoming the Director of Communication for State. Are you not worried that some of our colleagues, citizens, they don't have gone. I can't 1 minute. They don't have gone. Some of them are streets, then sleep. Can try then they load them na truck. In fact, and just can't dispatch an APAM lab and you get what take government over manage for you locate them.
So let me put this this way. Deportation, no the way dignified. Sadly.
But government in press release.
No, I am coming. I'm coming. No deportation, no the way dignified. Yeah? Even America, when they deport people, we see how one day one was sister, when they deport in Ghana, how they handle them. So there is always that crack between the structures, implementation, and all that. What to me they say here is no cancel because of political points. No, we try for make things look fine for let people and let we let's have this very clear. I don't go Guinea. You get what I mean? Go to 110, 210. I was there. You get certain places. You get places. You get places them now Guinea where people then go settle where they don't grab them they 1 or 2 10 they don't go broke them places them. They mix Sierra Leoneans, Malians, other nationals them. The Guineans them the reason they want now urbanization. That's then they clean them urban. So if they arrest people there, even among the people there, let me tell you, Honorable Aminata, maybe you know this. The ones them where they arrest some then they will them free back. We get proper documentation. they were them free. But you
So
get people
you go sit
Like-
here and
like-
say all of the one day we council they not get paperwork.
Well,
No
I don't
challenge you,
know
no
that. So in
challenge.
immigration, you know that better too. In immigration, they must miss. When they see America, I say hold the one they want Americans. They even a killer. So most times it's not perfect. Honorable.
Like
Anita.
the president don't call. The
So,
president,
but what are they say?
Uh-huh,
What are they say? Majority of the people them where the Guineans and say when they deport, when they come, they
There's
don't
no
get paper.
undocumented.
So that is why we are doing our verification. So let me land.
Okay.
That is why we are doing our verification. That's why the not kind of we abandon them. We don't send team there. We work with partners. We
Una
make
don't
sure.
call
Say,
Dumbuya.
Now that's about just one. President don't call it. Don't call
Dumbuya for
I mean, deporting over 942 Sierra Leoneans. Is that not a concern for His Excellency?
It is a concern, but
I don't call in company. I don't tell and say.
So listen. So
In my-
listen. This is the question. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Our governance structure and system doesn't work like that. You know, they're not a knee-jerk response we work on. We have structures that are responsible for everything that happen in governance.
Okay.
Yeah? We then deport people then, you get a whole ministry where responsible for that.
Foreign affairs.
If not, yes. So foreign affairs is doing the bits. They are collaborating with all the necessary structures and apparatus and for make sure say the people then be relocated and get back to their basic lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah. So if now something where president need for no, president will know.
Nice.
Yeah. And the president will reach out to a small brother. Yeah.
Okay.
But let honorable not sit down and say we relationship with Guinea. What relationship and other countries relationship sour? Then they close the
Thank
borders.
you, Mike. One go for short break. After the break, we can't talk about the controversies around the acting mayor appointment. Stay tuned.
You sabi Benny Mix? I dey tell you, na Solomon in first food love dando. Baba, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here they make am. Na him make it always fresh and not
It's
here at
Epic
all.
Radio.
Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. It fine for big person. It dey make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you dey able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages.
It's
Never
Epic
say,
Radio.
Benny Mix then a packet, and they write PLC panel. Benny Mix they all sign as a low for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Extract.sl or app. Enter promo code MSL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 leons plus 150 free spins. Fun to play, fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with 1xBet.
And welcome back. You still listen to the Epic Morning Show review segment and ready to make it with you. This morning, my name is Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. We still review some of the biggest local stories of the week. And now we come to, if not one of the biggest, we get to deal with the controversies around the appointment of an acting mayor. Well, Ibrahim Blah don't denounce that position yesterday, saying not to acting mayor, only they act as the leader, or the minority leader for the SLPP councillors, them in council position where, for me, this is the very first time I'm hearing it, that I know Parliament do have majority and minority or opposition and all. But not even, I'll start with you on this one. The controversies around the mayor, I'm sure you don't see with the chairman of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Sir Jimmy Batilo Songa. I mean, say, they know they remove the mayor, but if the mayor no wants for work, now the government in a power and in party in a power, then go put plans in place for make the council run. And so for that, they do appoint Ibrahim Blah for serve and oversee the affairs of the council until the mayor decide for go back to work. And the mayor, and together with now in our MP there now all decide for boycott governance until unless una criteria they una set being met before una return to governance. So let's talk on that a bit. Let's start with you this one.
Batilo Songa, I don't know him as a person, but I'm fortunate for work alongside in Wefna Parliament, and he's a well-respected member of Parliament. So I believe say Honorable Weta Songa, I believe say one way or the other, you don't advise him, man, and so you can see the spirit we begin with in replacing we mayor quickly diminished by yesterday because it's illegal to do so. Is it, and the way the way it discriminates that we are in governance, meaning the mayor is not part of the governance, and this tell you the way that only treats the mayor and the council. As far as they know, because the mayoral position came from the APC, we're not part of their governance, and that is why this boycott be very essential. Because let us call the government to order and make a known to them. Say we are an opposition. One of the biggest opposition, not one of, the biggest opposition party for the SRPP, but we are part of governance. We that have been elected. And the mayor is part of the governance today. Even in that speech, you see again and again how he go on about we are in governance, meaning that because the APC in opposition, even the elected members of the APC are not part of his governance. And this governance doesn't belong to SLPP. This is the governance of Sierra Leone, which we are part of. So you can see why this boycott is necessary. You can see why even from the initial sitting down, we say these guys are not trustworthy. They're telling us one thing, but they're seeing us as another. And they show a clear display of that. In fact, even before the acting mayor came out and saying not to acting mayor, you still get the deputy chairman of the party, Juan Kagbo,
Kondima Kagbo,
was on the radio, adamant that yes, not to AI picture. Now they replace him. Then they replace the mayor because the mayor is filling in her duty.
Is that unconstitutional?
Listen to that interview. It's unconstitutional, but above unconstitutional, the arrogance in this deputy chairman. He woke me up. I was asleep and having the radio on my side. I swear to God. I've been in for Sidom last see. Because I don't ever meet her or know her, but I'll be one watching face. So that if I ever get the opportunity for meet him, for see the level of arrogance we display. You cannot replace a mayor that way. The local act is very clear. Go to section 14. He explained that all the way and very, very clear on what you need to do. Why didn't they go down that route? But this is what we're battling with, Reginald. This is a problem we as a party is calling out on this government for. That we may have been opposition, but what we're doing here is doing our role to call you back to an agreement that we have. To say, come back to the agreement, use the agreement in good faith, in the same faith that we've signed.
Was that not some of the government? Some they say it was a gentleman's agreement and all.
Well,
you heard that before.
I don't area, man. I don't get for different. That is a shame because again, I did quote now the Constitution the last time on AYV. The thing we make more than a gentleman's agreement. It's far from a gentleman's agreement. But if the governance is now saying this was a gentleman's agreement, we too we hold them. Why then begin to implement a gentleman's agreement and now suddenly saying a gentleman's agreement they are not going to carry on? Why was it implemented? Why was the government of Sierra Leone dragged into writing a gentleman's agreement? Why was it not simply being called between Abdul Kagbo and Mike Brewer? Why did they not just say, Honorable Aminata meets by Brewer and agreed on something? And looking at the stance we'll take after the election, how would they think we would have settled for a gentleman's agreement? But waiting this government successfully do, now for ensuring they not follow the protocol, for legitimize this agreement so they will come back to this. But again, it bets them in twofold, because if they say a gentleman's agreement without being making it legal, why would not begin release political prisoners them? Why would not pay APC them backlog? Why did you start obeying to some of the tripartite recommendations? Why are we now suddenly saying it's only a gentleman's agreement? Yes, you may have wanted to say you've reneged on it. I think that is the right time would they need for come out and say that we no one follow them again. Because I think that's in the try for tell we that so far we are not going to follow down the tripod. But if so, we need them for come back and tell we. Let us take the appropriate action, because the only reason why we went to governance was based on this agreement. So when that agreement is now if they are now saying that agreement means nothing, it means our going was not, legitimate either. So we're supposed to be home. Which is what we're doing.
Will they return to governance anytime soon?
Well, it depends on the negotiations. As far as I understand yesterday, the speaker is now in talks. And this is what we've been saying from the beginning. We did not choose to stay home. I did not leave everything to come and contest as a member of parliament because I want to be staying home and collecting salary. That is far from it. Even though legally, whether I sit home, I'm going to get paid. But that is not what I want. I want to be in the well. It is that experience that made me want to be a member of parliament. They are depriving us of that today. How? They are depriving because they are making sure that they make things so difficult when they don't necessarily need to be difficult. Are we asking for something new here? What we're asking for is what we already agreed to do. What is wrong with doing so? As a father of the nation, what's wrong if you pick it and tell you, say, the agreement will get with you, Papa, with the other picking them. Not just listen to one side. Come, let us sit. What has stopped the president from sitting with the APC? We've sat before.
And I don't make an attempt to talk with
yes,
the
president. Yes, we have. They don't send letters as a party.
And they respond to now?
They don't respond. We're not getting no response. I think so far, the only response we don't get is the speaker calling. Say he call we on behalf of the president and he go relay a message back to the president. We wait to hear from them. But also, they call on even the International Committee will be part of this. They need to know that this is how it's now been treated and how do we go from here. Because as far as we know, counting 30 days, they can do sitting. Like where I really gave out the talk on a Saturday and a Sunday. Possibly even just after midnight, start another sitting. Get to 30 sitting if you want.
No, if lose
no, we're not, no. Not because we want to, but if that is what the government wants to do, they don't do anything worse than that. We've seen them taking MPs out of parliament. What is it that this government has not done? I would not be surprised if they come and say, we don't do 30 sitting, even when they only don't do 5. Nothing surprises me with this government. Nothing. Because they don't see us as part of their government. As far as they're covered, this is not SLBP, and not only SLBP. This is not PAHOPA-led government. Even the SLBP will tell you that. Part of the SLBP, at least maybe if not more than half of them, are not part of this government. This government is a PAHOPA one. They do what they want. They do as they pleases. So we wait for those negotiations to see.
I'm coming back to you, but Mike Bewa, Honorable, make submission on the. We start off with the controversies around the appointment of the acting mayor and all, and then also we talk a little bit about the boycotting and also how we did now. So, I understand the president not be attend a summit now Miami and all. Where the president come back, any plan there for meet with the APC? Well, and then you answer to the question.
Our doors are always open.
The president don't come. Mike, they talk now. You don't come back.
No, okay.
Okay,
our doors are really open. Okay. Yeah. President is very consultative. I tell you, it has established that in so many times.
Okay.
The first time we APC.
One of you say no response to na.
So they come. They can. I want for the premise. As a president, is very consultative. Yeah, consultative in a sense. We don't see how president will take power from Strasser. We ask the unions about whether peace or elections. We'll see Alliance and say elections before peace. We'll see how he did that. We'll see how he hand over power to a democratic elected president when Ahmed Tijan Kabana this country. We'll see how president don't run elections. He don't come, he don't run for win elections. He don't win, he go back. We'll see how come the elections where he win the first one, where he win, when there was so much inconsistencies with the results, where Christian Atop disannounced a whole Kailaun, a majority of party in a Kailaun. Then votes them. We went to court, we followed the due procedures, not like our brothers and do them.
We also know say he was part of the NPIC that overtake a democratic government.
All right, Honorable, yes, go
ahead. Let me have a bite, right? We saw how he did that. He consulted, he went to court, then threw him out of, say, we're not jumping on the street, we're not boycott, we don't say we come back and talk to him party supporters and say, you know what? No, pull down. We see how presidents win at this country. We win the first thing we do in a consultative conference in call. I call them consultative. Beauty Money 3. We see videos on our social media when APC people and they talk say, MPs and they talk say, we're not a good day, we're not a good day, we're not a good day. Only few people then go there, we then go to APC. I think Honorable Alpacan and I think one of the leader, I don't know who was that, we're good day. So when they talk about consultation, President Bio is a masterpiece in consultation. President Bio is a listening president. But Reggie,
that is not how I remember.
We president ready for nominate Edmond Alpha. I follow the models of operandi. I follow the constitution. What's in the constitution say? The Bible and Quran for this country. Now follow. What do you do? The things that we do not ever happen at this country. Even during your own time, they not consult. And as Kuruma not consult.
We've always consulted.
No. Not consult. Well, we don't know how that's something a phone call. We
always consult.
So what's something a phone call you do? But waiting we see what President Bio do, nominate Edmond Alpha, a write letter to all the registered political parties in this country. I gave them 3 days ultimatum for letting respond. Where APC respond, you know what they respond? Now ultimatum then give president back.
No, we didn't.
Now,
we say we don't want to. You asked for
no, listen. So I can't. 2 letters. On a state house a day. So sometimes you're not privy to that. Go back like letter, let them pull them up.
Okay.
Yeah? 2 letters now on a right. The first letter on a right, on a reject. You don't get to tell the try for
the appointment.
The second letter on a right, now on a right, on a one single
place. Also by the same letter, Mike?
I'm coming.
Letters.
In 2 different letters.
Okay.
The first letter they wrote, but I state house a day. I'm comes director.
Yeah. We've had that 10 times.
So the first letter on the right, they say Edmond Alpha. They reject them. This time now two.
State reasons, right?
Yeah, una state reasons. Yeah. The second letter una write, una give ultimatum say 48 hours. There is an ultimatum on the letter. 48 hours.
Then because una go on and appoint her. So we write again and say.
Are they come, honorable?
No, but clarify how
48 hours. You don't give a president an ultimatum. If you want to sit down with the president and discuss, and besides this, honorable, you're a member of parliament. With all due respect, the perfect platform for London for not expose Edmond Alpha. Not the well of parliament.
No, it's not.
You get what they try for because all this what president do, president only do on his own. Is send them back in the parliament. Now they the people's representative day. Yeah, is send them back in the parliament. Out of 14 political parties, 12 political parties say they're okay with the nomination.
Political parties that don't have representative in parliament.
No. Listen.
They have
this is the point. They are still political parties.
They could not have made.
So if you want to even form a quorum, or you want to look at the majority, if you take them representation, if not 0.2% safe, you take them with the SLPP representation, they are still more than APC. Anyhow you look at that. Yeah, we're talking about 14 political parties. If 12 don't say, they are registered political parties. No, they are on the box. They are registered political parties.
With no representation.
Yeah, we don't know how the election will sway. This 2028 election, it can possibly say Sierra Leoneans and decide.
No,
wait.
Yes.
It can possibly say Sierra
Leoneans
it can possibly say Sierra Leoneans and decide. So we tie with the APC, SLPP.
Okay.
Yeah, another political party. So you don't dismiss. You don't dismiss the other political parties. No, honorable. I had my time. Yeah, you don't.
Right.
So me point to me the raise here is president did not violate any constitution. President is stick by the provisions within the constitution. Yeah, the recommendations where honorable say why president no wait. I want people understand here. See, this recommendation honorable they talk about, it comes from the unity agreement.
Sure.
The unity agreement gets 8 pillars. Out of the 8 pillars, and the instance of when I in, it be they step some of them pillars and they say what the government don't agree to. So let no can put on like say the government
the 8 resolutions.
The 8 resolutions.
Okay.
Let not put on like say government not coming. No. I am coming. Don't obstruct me. Let honorable not put on like say government. This whole unity agreement here, government is not serious about it. No. We are already in the elections here. There are a lot of electoral reforms. There are public sector reforms where the commission insists when a part of the resolutions when need for the do now with training, logistics mobilization. You don't get to see certain rights.
Edmond Alpha was already acting.
But honorable, you know this better. Honorable, you know this better than me.
So
a substantive leader and somebody where they act, and not get legal and parliamentary rights. You should be telling Sierra Leoneans that.
Yeah.
No patience, no day where president waited for 8 months. Why you sitting in a parliament?
Let me respond to that.
Why una not push out? You don't get to tell the photo. President waited for 8 months. 8 months before he make the appointment. And it follow all the rules and regulations. It follow all the procedures chronologically. So because APC decides to say, so the question we keep asking Reggie as this. Yeah?
Okay.
APC they keep confusing us. Maybe Honorable Aminata will establish that here.
For you,
Is it really about Edmond Alpha or is it really about the procedures?
Okay, I want to respond.
You don't know what you're trying to talk. Is it because at the end of the day, this Edmond Alpha wouldn't say? No, I'm coming before I land. Because at the end of the day, this Edmond Alpha wouldn't say back. I'll bet you here. Now we're self in order for possible. But if they change Edmond Alpha, then bring other person back. The same APC will tell you back, now we wait for the search and nomination committee. But this search and nomination committee, before you go to one, one of our sister radio, a member of parliament, one a colleague, one honorable Bash, talk say, the search and nomination recommendations where they within the tripartite, what they bring and come to parliament, in the rally impadi them, in the rally members of parliament, for let the expunge.
And SLPP MP.
I am coming. In office say right. So the question goes back to what? These are recommendations we get for go be ratified in the parliament. It has to be discussed. So what about if they go discuss them? SLPP get majority in the parliament. This such a nomination clause where inside the tripartite, then pull and they. That elect president, there are 2 months now to elections, and the president will go back and nominate. No, the president has a job to do.
Right.
The president has a responsibility in this country. He's the sovereign head of this country.
Okay.
The president has been committed to democracy.
All right.
Where time? The time when APC na be in power, then turn the RG. What will be the third time? Now third time with the president, they don't put date for elections. They don't nominate somebody when for go ahead the commission.
All right.
Let's move forward.
I want to answer your question, Mike.
Respond to and then I'll open the phone line.
Time.
Okay.
Here is what Mike is asking. Is it Edmond Alpha or is it the process? We
Answer
are
to that
saying
question
it's
there.
both of them. And this is stated
So now
clearly
get
in the
problem with
letters.
all
We
two.
get problem with all two.
Okay.
We get problem with the fact that agreements are not kind of parliament.
Okay.
Where one green day, you'll be forced to sit till 12 midnight to ensure they went through. So had they known that we're entering the election year, why not make sure say these amendments for don't come earlier and look them through?
That is not our responsibility.
We could have done
It's our
that. No, it's
responsibility.
not. It is not.
Okay,
It is
Mike,
not. It is
yes,
not.
Mike.
Now when I get amendments, I want to carry it.
They don't do privilege.
Now when I get amendments, it is not.
Yeah,
It is not.
privilege don't layer. What's in president should the good with
Mike,
president?
allow me to answer
Okay,
you.
Mike,
You
yeah,
say
go
you
ahead.
want no
You don't answer the. You don't answer the first one. Continue, Honorable. I'm
You say
open the
you want
phone
to
line.
understand.
Honorable, go ahead.
Una don't carry the argument, una don't lay them. The question, for let you know, say, una very intentional way to una they do, was that when the argument they come, una the executive and the parliament works together. Una both very intentional in way to una they do about this appointment. One will get problem with Edmond Alpha. He has proven disloyal from the election weight on from 0.49 to 149. There is evidence. There is evidence. There were credible people that were there, like Richard Conte that were there. We didn't go to court because you guys did not gazette it, and we needed the gazette to go to court.
Okay.
Mike, let me.
Mike, allow him, please. Go ahead. Yes. I don't go way over all the time. I get open the phone line. Honorable, go ahead quickly.
You understand? So this man has
proven
proven disloyal, and we said that in the letter. And the only reason why we didn't go to court because we were going to be asked about the gazette, and they did not gazette it. Again, we raised that. And the second issue is that we've agreed upon forming a Charter Nomination Committee. Had the president formed the Charter Nomination Committee and then go on for appoint anybody, would have been okay with it. You understand? The due process needed to be followed. All this way they talk about, it takes you longer to defend this thing than to have just done the right thing. Why was the amendment not seen through so when I formed the Charter Committee? Because once again, the president went to elect a body, his friend. So that we saw what happened 2023. And we people them. They're not agree what happened 2023, happened 2028. It's not possible. That's why we're not going to agree. So we're happy to sit.
All right. Yes, Mike. 30 seconds. I beg, I'm open the phone line.
So, honorable, by the boycotts, it's clearly evidence that you're leading to that. Because at the end of the day...
Leading to what?
You're leading to losing the elections.
Well, you wait and see.
Yeah, because you know what?
When I grant me the protest,
the other day, Honorable Bide on TV, I laugh. I've been a listener. You know, with all due respect, she's eloquent and I have respect for her for that. But I think he chopped that side. I see where he goes say, I read you say 70% of Sierra Leoneans.
They're against Edmond Alpha, yes? Well, when I go to like law, come on.
Right, they're against Edmond Alpha.
Did you show the president make yes?
So, now I say, I think aside that.
So, you used to say, go can't join me that campaign.
She's not my friend. I don't know if I'm a friend on Facebook, but I don't
no,
say
we're
that.
Not.
But aside that, say,
Honorable
to understand, even the Chadi report will come out. States and clearly say 70%, 72% of Sierra Leoneans find the boycott very negative.
No.
And 76 or 72 or 76%, I don't know the exact number, but over 70% financing it hinder what parliamentary oversight.
All right.
And this is my point. At the end of the day, the parliaments will be the best platform because listen,
thank you.
This is not a change.
We not deny.
All right,
and
Mike,
as
thank you.
Change, we'll send it a change.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's take calls then now. Yeah, please. Hello. Now use the hello. Take calls them. Hello. Good morning. Your name or side calling from?
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from.
All right, Bakar. Go ahead. You get 1 minute.
This don't show the reality of the fight of it. One thing we I can always see, and not to lie. Adambe could remember say if the power for the rule, we know say even the APC, the executive, like very wrong executive ever. But this fight where APC the fight, let God continue for blessing. His Excellency the President, now instead of pen your signature to this tripartite, literally but actionable and implementable. We see Sawede, so it becomes part of the Constitution. Inside 1991 Constitution, we tell you about His Excellency the President, they get agreements every this time. Even the Long Peace Accord agreement, so then go take. Now then we get the PRC.
Okay.
Then why this other
agreement here. They able for wait for let them pass them, let them able for pass on a parliament, so let them able for say come to law, then pick the law the way for the day, it'll go easy for you. Thank you.
079-994-993. We take a couple of calls and then we wrap up the program. I still get Honorable Aminata Sise, Member of Parliament, Poloko District representing APC, and Mike Bewa, Director of Communications, State House. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Epic Radio.
Yes, good morning. You must have call you from.
Mina Lucena, I call from Leicester.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much for this program. One, two, I want to follow. We know that this country, that this country, Sierra Leone, it belongs to we all, regardless any part where you belong.
Again, I heard you. We get some feedback.
Okay, regardless any part within the political high. Let we know say all the issues are solved the battle with now. We understand, and just like within the right honorable is saying that. But now we don't. Away. I mean, we need for idea. So why do we want to put the cats before the horse? Why don't let the horse for traverse? We don't put the cats before the horse. Okay. Let them know things they don't go take Sierra Leoneans for food. See the perception survey. We are not happy as Sierra Leoneans. See, they talk about their old people and this morning. I feel so pity. Most of them offices here with them chapters occupied. They have old people occupied offices.
Thank you so much.
So their lives are so miserable. Then we know say Sierra Leone belongs to all of us and let the right thing be done for the peace of this country.
079-994-993. 1 minute you get for make your contribution. Just a couple of few calls and then we guess them for respond. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning. Name of side call you from?
Yeah, Nina Bangura.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. So that shows the people of APC, they know the interest of this country. Because if they say this country in a law country, you can go to the law. You know by that. If they don't stand for any document, come to law. No, sir. So go according to the law first.
All right, 079-994-993. We take a couple of calls and then we go wrap up the program. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Your name and side you call me from, please. Hello. Say again.
Lamin Samuel.
Okay, Lamin Samuel, go ahead.
Yes, Mike Berewa. The kind train come at the pool for APC. Una no see say if una pull half of that train clip and Guinea will respect we. Because it look like they say all una train for APC no more. Because right now anybody say for protest, we go see soldier man there, we go see policeman there, they parade the streets. And Guinea they under the humiliate seriously. Before that, they talk say diplomacy. The diplomacy one they do with foreign people, and one they do internally now. The country is so tense, investors and say for calm na problem. Una know they make the diplomacy force with una own political, with the political party we una get now, una own rules. They go make diplomacy with foreigner. I believe say now for strengthening the peace, now for strengthening the unity before we unite with other people. Una so the tension by APC, and then una left Guinea the terrorists we are the terrorists we so. This strength una they put by APC so. If una pull up by Guinea, una no see say go succeed.
All right, let me say more. 079-994-993. Keep our 1 minute so. We go just take a few more and then we try for the cutting down. Hello, good morning. Your name and side call you from?
Good morning, Rogers, Juba.
Yes, Rogers, go ahead.
First, the team with them people here they talk are not really understand them. But number one, let me address
those people then.
The one that where they say Sierra Leone are the most unhappy country in the world. This is very simple. The people then where people then come for do that survey. The people then where they talk to them, that they unhappy one day. Because they're not gonna be happy until voting and they don't want let in it. Okay, let's go back to this talk where they talk about chairman, election chairman is that. The tripartite not become for change the constitution of this country. The tripartite they sign on voting and they said they don't begin to implement them. But the constitution where they don't have and where they try for amend them for do the thing and they been there now annexed in office over nearly 1 year or more than 1 year.
Okay.
You know, I made them, it left them until it passed. So
thank you.
The same thing like this, the other
0799949993. I'll give you 130 seconds. So please just try for keep at least 1 minute so that we go able for take. After this, I take 3 more and wrap up. Hello.
Yeah, not 21.
Yes, Mr. Hassan, right?
Oh, Regina, my own football. If game one play, they say, never want this. If you go to bad, but the simple let go. Simple. I will get proposing on the renter when I make come on agreement, gentleman agreement. So you return because I get it. No, like nobody's going to talk to me. Look at some people are Guinea. Look at them pack like a Kobina. They big garage all sky. No one and army bomb, and then listen to me. We're not get ID card, not get nothing done, and defend them back. The color talk no play no more. Don't put them over who's there. Don't talk to boom. I know offense for let them speak. Let them arrange the thing fine go. Don't talk to me. It's right for them. I don't make an agreement. That's one of our boycott because I only have time.
0799949993. 3 more calls, 1 minute each, and then I'll come to me. Give our guest them for respond. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Epic Radio.
Yes, go ahead. You name inside the call from.
Menapa Ponte. What you want? I mean, this morning, that man where they talk saying come up from State House. You know, I so feel and this morning where that man sit on a radio, they defend Guinea to what thinking they do to me. You see one thing that how that caller be saying, you know, one thing they na this world here. Wait, two brother there hate there also na train and then enjoy in property. Then go enjoy their country. Then they happy in a salon. Saloma we sit down because of hate we serve in this country. Then a foreign at the end, train that they enjoy the country. If you tell me what they talk to me, so we don't suffer the empire that one day. If I say you know down there that Dublin and Saralonia, na Milan this way man can say you want to that place. They to go to me they pull me in there. It happen per wish. All of the near them waiting that they do to win. That man sit down at radio, they defend Guinea because of what thinking they do to me. So I so feel on this morning. We are when they tell her when can a radio, like what they allow other person, not in one clear no one's a bit trouble, like what they allow person. So who they listen, we will able to understand what in them is.
0799949993. 2 more calls and then we cancel we get them for respond. Hello, good morning. In name side the call we from.
Yes, so how the morning, Mina Constant Citizen.
Okay, Constant Citizen, go ahead and make your contribution.
Yes, sir. So, quite honestly, Regina, sometimes I can get problem with one of the moderators. Because, for instance, you see the honorable, you see, don't like the moderate the program. That honorable, they attack SLPP deputy chairman, a personality, the man arrogant. You know, honorable, you say, you know, go think, okay, Regina, let say you don't fail for that. Why instead go do that one day? The man arrogant. And instead, people, let us say,
you know, hello, you listen to the program very well. Now, the statement, not talk about the person, it was the statement that he made. I don't know if you hear that side. I mean, no, he said the statement in the manner, not the personality, sir. Go listen to the program back. No, on that particular party, I think you know I am right.
That's what he said. Now, you call the man in name. He say arrogant.
Not the man. Go listen aside. The program is on record, yeah? The program is on record. You can go listen and then make your contribution. Let's take 1 more call. 0799949993. Just the last person now and then we'll wrap up. Hello.
Mr. Harris,
go ahead, sir.
Now, Mr. Boletos, I have to. You never must let this program as I follow enjoy. Yeah, you never cancel the people and send them when you talk. Nobody can cut above incompetence. So don't ever enjoy the program. I'm not contribution, sir.
All right, thank you very much. It's a debate, so you get to expect something like such to happen. So that's it. Let's take 1 bonus call. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name is the call we from.
This is Albert from Noyamba.
Go ahead, Albert.
What can we get for talk? The government call it tripartite.
Okay, I'll not take any call again. Quickly, before I come to get the respond, you want that natural tea with the fresh your body. You look for something with healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they keep you for feel fresh all day, then I would think the answer will get you covered. I would make from natural grown tea leaves with healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. So every pack get 100 tea bag, and you always get more for enjoy and share with your loved one. I would see natural freshness in every sip, and it'll be brought to you by Kyle. And now, for the coffee lovers, you want that coffee where they wake you up instantly. They look for a smooth aromatic taste. Where you go enjoy anytime. You need energy for stay active all day. Our cafe get you covered. 100% pure, smooth, and aromatic. They keep you energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy a bowl cup of we go fit perfectly into your lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic, stay active all day. Inside the bottle by Kyle. And finally, for the Benny Mix lovers, as a parent, what you give picking for it for make it grow strong and healthy. Benny Mix now the answer. Make from local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins. Very good for the brain and the body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy them anytime. Just make sure say BFC there on the pack. Benny Mix, go strong and go smart. So we are wrapping up now. And then I'll go. I want to do justice and try to get at least 2 minutes for a wrap up with the messages. Let's start with Mike quickly. 2 minutes for just respond to the callers and the final message.
Some few callers then. First, somebody talk about the Lomé peace accord. Say the agreements is Lomé peace accord. Why? It look like people. The thing that this country, people know really the research. People know. People just the tickling people. They talk. Other people they talk. People they wear their leg. People they wear FIBA like them. People they wear the support. I just want to let this person understand. See, the Lomé peace agreement was discussed and officially ratified in Parliament, 16th July 1999. So not a thing where they just grab more than do. It was ratified. Even the appointment of Ode Sanko be discussed and debated in Parliament the same July 1999 before they signed the Lomé Peace Accord. So not a thing where people in the talk say, oh, why the agreement still get for going to Parliament. Call her if you listen. Mm-hmm. And before the agreement go to Parliament, before the agreement, they will get law. We'll get the Constitution. When are the Supreme Head? That agreement say nine for turn Constitution. It's possible to say what that agreement they go to Parliament, it not go right. It not go even uphold because they get for debater and they get for voter before it become a law. Honorable Sidona go justify that. Possibilities they say we go there. So president now 2 years only for elections. Why we not go look at president in democratic credentials here? Why we not go look at president in commitment to elections? During the APC term, now more time will be there. Now more time will be there. Now push them for let them make elections. Let them for changing constitution, for let all time come. And then will be there. We all this alone here. But this 2 years before elections, President Biodo pull dates for elections. He don't begin prepare for elections. He don't appoint the chief electoral commissioner. He follow all the procedures. The argument where APC gets now, they argue say president not follow procedures. They argue say president do wrong go. And I never see any lawyer where don't argue that. Their arguments are on morality. And they rule a country on morality. They rule a country on Soriat. They rule a country based on the laws, the constitution, because you take oaths. Now, on that oath, the president sit down at the office side sit down so long know that. The other thing, the person talk about Guinea, Sierra Leone border. I want to establish this force. I don't ever support what they do to Sierra Leoneans. Because I don't even know among them people, whether me paddy go there, whether me schoolmates go there, but call my friends and they don't go Guinea. What they try for put what they call and don't understand is this, that. The people then say that they do urbanization. The people then laws they wouldn't give. The people the reasons wouldn't give. Why make them deport Sierra Leoneans? They say Sierra Leoneans they don't go settle in places them, urban settings them, where they don't allow them for set today. They say Sierra Leoneans then they sell drugs, then they prostitution. That's what they say. I not say what's in and talking are true.
Okay.
But it is also incumbent on we. You don't get to tell me. We as Sierra Leoneans, them all go inside. Law be law abiding. Okay. That is all what I say. The other thing also
Mike, I beg. Okay, do the last.
But the questions then, like you say, right? The other person back will talk about whose investment don't come at this country. This person don't know. The investment we don't come at this country, ever reach here it. the investment, tangible investment. As I tell you, so we get about 13 mining companies in this country. From 7 to 13 now in this country. When I registered large-scale mining companies in this country, they employ people there.
Right.
And what let's supposed to know, say the investment where they talk about, now we don't build airports. We are $270 million that day. Now, today with a bill, how you call them? As I talk to you, so now one whole plane don't come day before yesterday with all the equipment for building $129 million Congress Center. We go create jobs for people in Alunge. We go create hospitality jobs for we brother them where they under. We go skills training. We go give Lunge a face.
Thank you.
Because we determine say Lunge Bridge Wandwa. It is not off the table. So the way we go able to do Lunge Bridge, now we go able to attract all the investments and I put local honorable come on. And also the investment we don't go put local. You know that they deal with government.
Much.
Even APC time, not reach there.
Thank you so much. Honorable, I'll allow you for respond now. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, viewers. And responding to your question, I beg for differ a little bit from my colleague here, Mike Brewer. While he paints the president as a peacemaker and one for Tawi, the good part of him, Law reminds Arlene and say he was part of the NPLC. He overthrown Strasser in the interest and say for making peace. He went non-publicly on public platform calling saying ahead for coup d'etat. And going back to the Lumia agreement, if Nabi Madabio with this power government, we will not have had a Lumia agreement if it was after. So let us look here. Ahmed Tijan Kabara did the Lumia agreement with the best of interest.
Yes.
He do with the best of interest,
Okay.
right? And we saw how we were able to live alongside REF.
Thank you. All right.
How do you compare? How do you
yeah.
compare the Lumia agreement to what we're talking about here? This is way minute to the Lumia. But if Ahmed Tijan Kabara was able to execute the Lumia in good faith, we expect the president to do the same. We're not asking him for much. We're asking that he sits with us. We do what is best in this country.
Okay.
It is not a law, it was rectified and they implemented.
Mike, please. Mike, I beg, let just answer to. Mike, I beg you, announcing question. I beg. We don't get better time. Don't go way over.
But now you're interrupting. Way more.
Mike, please.
So this is what I'm saying. As much as they want to paint this power government to we in a way that we not agree, we get memories of who Madabio is. We have memories of some of the people that hold the and today, and we know why this government is going the way it is. This is not an SLPP-led government. This is a power-led government. And as a result of that, nothing has been done constitutionally. They do what pleases them. And when we challenge them as opposition, they're always the angriest. Again, it goes to show. Like I said earlier, I'm not attacking personalities, but I have to talk about the arrogance of this government towards in people. We talk about Guinea, and just now, and you conveniently they tell we say Sierra Leoneans are not law-abiding. They are law-abiding more than many countries that we know. You talk about drugs and disloyalty, go to South Africa and name on some of those countries. Sierra Leone was not known for that until during your government.
Okay.
As I said to you, we are now known to have a drug lord in this country. We're known to export drugs all over. No country wants us at the moment as a result of that. Why not face that? A man who has an upper hand to stand side by side with the first family in this country, known to be a drug lord, why are we not dealing with that? Why are we shying away from the real issues? Why are we shying away from the economic challenges? Why are we not saying Kush is a problem today? Sierra Leoneans are law-abiding. If Sierra Leoneans were not law-abiding, after the election and what this government do in 2023,
right.
I think it would have been a different scenario.
Thank you very much.
Viewers.
Thank you very much, Honorable Aminata Sise, Member of Parliament, Potloko District represents APC, and also thanks to Mike Brewer, Director of Communications from State House. We also join me in the program for make we review the biggest local stories of the week. Many thanks for joining us here this morning. Thanks to DJ Bujuwegi with technical support. Thanks to Abubakar Bendu and so it's Make No Actual Life on Facebook, producer Fatmata Missy Leby, and also executive producer Teresa Thomas. I've been Reginald Brown, Jukutu Soya. Thank you for listening to Epic Radio. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.